Oh, we're rolling. Good, Mitch. I'm glad we're rolling now. Let's give a round of applause for Chad and Strider. Let's go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, dude. Couple of guys.
Two Stoke warlords just spreading the positive vibes.
In a world that needs Stoke now more than ever.
Amen, dude.
Appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Dude, stoked to be on the bus.
Yeah, this is sick vibe, dude.
Yeah.
You got a lot of fans on this bus. We've been watching your stuff. Again, I was talking to you about it before, but anytime you're up in front of Congress, you're Joel Osteen.
Dude, every time
you
it's
guys
Congress.
have been followed for a long time. I know I always call it.
Every time you're at the White House, the Oval Office. Yeah, it's like town hall, like city hall movements.
Yeah. But
Like
it makes its way
Stoke
like
back.
on news stations at times. So I'm thinking it's like, oh, he's in front of Congress right now.
I like to think that we're in front of the entire nation.
Yeah.
The entire nation.
Yeah. That'd be sick, dude, to get out in front of the White House. They're letting people in the press conference room.
If there was one group of individuals to go and do that, it has to be y'all.
Good call.
That'd be a fire move, dude.
Yeah.
Cruise out there, dude. Just be like, we need to change the yellow room to the freaking like neon room, dude. Just change up the vibe in there.
Exactly.
You know? Make it more of a club scene, dude. They need to have like an after party room at the White House. Would be sick, dude.
Dude, try and put tanning into like the national law.
Good call. Good call.
We could figure out a way to make everybody tan.
That could go to Medicaid, dude. That should be covered by the federal gov, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude? States can decide what they want to do. You know, like obviously the flyover states are going to need more of a budge for tanning booths.
Yeah.
I mean,
a whole place they can go. It's affordable for everybody to get a tan in.
Exactly, dude.
Because if seasonal depression, like you get in those December, January, February months. It's a reason why people are so sad, so divided.
It's true.
How do you undivide the country? Tanning beds at every corner.
Everyone's stoked. You're feeling good.
If you start putting them in gas stations, people are just gonna pop in, fill up your gas tank, get 10 minutes in the bed, come back out.
You could build it around too with we just had daylight savings, like nixing that. Like falling back in the fall is brutal.
It's
death. Dude.
Nixing that and then putting tanning beds. I people ask us all the time. They're like, "How do you stay stoked during the winter?" And I tell them, just hit a booth, grab your ankles, saute for like 5 minutes.
Sauté the butthole.
The butthole. Yeah.
What? How did you learn about sautéing your asshole?
This we have a health guru, Troy, who lives in Venice.
I'm aware of Troy.
You know Troy?
I've not personally, but I'm aware of who the individual is.
Oh, sick. Yeah. So he lives in Venice, and like he showed us ice baths and all that kind of stuff, and we cruised over to his place one time, and he's like, "Yeah, come on over," and he was literally just like grabbing his ankles, and we just got like a straight shot into his beehole. We're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just sunning it, brother," and so. We just take whatever he says, you know, we listen to whatever he says. So we just started doing it right then and there.
Yeah, he's so jacked. You're not going to listen to a guy the guy that's jacked, you listen to what he says, dude.
Yeah,
Look
absolutely.
At him. Look at that.
You'd think this guy would just be outside all the time, you know, sleeps basically, you know, in the back of his VW Bug, but he has a Corvette.
He has a Corvette.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah,
New one.
awesome.
It's got to be
You guys go sunning with him?
Yes.
Do you sun with him?
Oh, yeah.
Ankles up.
Ankles
Sunlight.
up, Venice Beach, yeah.
Well, you
Directly
guys did
on the balls.
They did
Directly on the
slapping
ball.
their balls. Do you see JT and Chad were slapping their nuts?
We meant to introduce
I never did
you guys
that.
and just
Yeah.
give an applause with the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. We should all take that back. Let's all slap our nuts, dude.
Do you want to go to stand up and get a quick one in?
Dude, there's no way I'm doing it, dude. I respect you guys for doing it.
It's not your thing.
Round of applause for Chad Strider coming on the bus.
Oh, dude, it hurts. Are you getting it?
I started just barely tapping because I was like, oh man.
I see how you said you weren't going to do it.
hurts.
You kind of got bullied into doing it just now.
Here's the thing. I'll do anything to fit in. Anything. It doesn't
Did you
matter
just do
what.
it?
I did a little
he
bit.
did.
A little
It
bit.
He was
Okay.
gentle
Little bit,
taps,
yeah.
gentle taps.
But stay seated though.
I'm a
Talk
very
to me.
long sack.
Talk to me about the euphoria that takes place the first time you sunlight your butthole. Break it down for me. Paint a picture for me. I need to know what that feels like.
Dude, I mean, you know how they say God created the universe in like 7 days? It's kind of like when you feel like you're like, I feel like God right now creating existence. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I feel like he's
it
going
does.
inside and he's placing things. It
Yeah.
just feels euphoric.
Yeah,
And your universe is coming alive.
yeah. It's like you were talking about like vodka soaked tampons earlier.
Yeah.
It's almost like God is putting his tampon in your butt, and it's just pure goodness. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
giving it life.
Yeah, and
Right.
I'm smiling right now because I'm just so stoked on it. But yeah.
Well, dude, I think you just had a major epiphany. That was like what you said was so smart and such a good call. That like, how can you not smile?
Right, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so smart, dude.
But have you guys ever felt that? Like God is fingering your ass.
Dude. Yeah.
When somebody has slipped it in there before, it is very euphoric.
Now we're talking.
yeah,
now we're
Yeah.
talking.
If you get a knuckle or even two deep.
Ooh.
Buddy, so
It
I was
does.
at the barber shop last week.
Let's go.
That's a crazy transition. That's a crazy transition.
Because this is a wild story.
What's going on over at Supercuts, dude? What are
Yeah.
they doing?
Yeah.
But one of the barbers was talking about how he got fingered for the first time.
And I bet his face lit up,
This
didn't
young
it?
gal, he's like in his upper 30s. And this young gal slid it in there, how she was talking about how she was getting wild. And I just kind of came into this conversation. He was already talking about it. And all I hear is she got 2 knuckles deep in me. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
I'm thinking, how big of a freak are you? It was his first time.
Wow.
And I
Oh,
was like,
that was
you
his
just-
first time. Oh, that's where he started it.
That was his first experience with that, and she's getting 2 knuckles deep in my man. And so I'm sitting there thinking, like, how's it going down? Is she down on you, and is she slide it in? Like, what's going on? He's on his tummy with
Oh,
a
I
pillow
don't like
hiked up
that.
under his hips.
Whoa.
I don't like that. That's that's
Whoa.
uncomfortable.
He said
Yeah.
he calls it starfish. He's like, I was starfishing. I said,
Whoa.
bro, you were on your tummy, just getting dominated.
I kind of
Say
like
his
this
name
guy.
out loud.
I can't put all that out there. That's
Alan?
Yeah, Alan. Just Alan
I
and
know,
No, it wasn't
I
my
know
boy.
who Will's barber is.
It wasn't.
Alan
No, it wasn't mine. It
Sautéing.
wasn't my boy. It wasn't Alan. It wasn't
There is
Alan. You know the psychopath that's in there that we're talking about.
yeah.
And
I
he's a
don't know his
Southern
name.
Missouri cat.
Yeah. Here's the thing,
He's a
dude,
South Missouri boy.
is it's
Maybe-
uncomfortable to talk about a finger going down south for a moment. It is. I will say it's happened to me before, and I was upset with myself, but it felt nice.
That's okay.
It
I
felt
love
nice.
that.
And I feel like your guys' presence has allowed me to speak truthful right now.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I
thank
can
you
tell
for
you're
that.
scared and
Thank
vulnerable
you.
saying that, but it is life changing.
Now I do want to. Oh, so you've had it.
Yes.
Jack talks Thai.
This is a
Thank
safe
you.
space. We're
Jack
from
talks Thai.
California.
Yeah.
You know, this,
Here's what I'll draw the line, though.
Yeah, you guys are from Cali. You
Yeah,
totally slept
yeah,
together.
yeah. I'll draw the line here. I'm not laying on your tummy and starfishing.
Listen,
You
got
got
to
to put me.
a pillow.
You got to put
that's
me in a more
different world.
masculine, like safer position.
Yes.
Right.
I need to be
For
like
that to
fixing a
happen.
motorcycle. I need to be
Yeah.
getting a tattoo.
Exactly.
Holding a headlock of a gator while fingering my butt. Very good
Yeah.
juxtaposition.
True euphoria.
Yes. Yes.
That's where God created an eighth
Correct.
day, right there.
And I can be like, and then I can tell my dad, yeah, Dad, I fucking wrestled a gator, but I was 2 digits deep. So,
Yeah.
so he's like, what is that? Is that a move? Oh, it's a move, Dad.
It's a move.
It's a move,
Here,
Dad.
And
show
it gives you an opportunity to tell most of the story, not the entire story.
Yes.
If people want to know about a sexual experience, you can talk about the finger and then get to the gator. If you want to talk about a tough
Yeah.
experience, you just flip those two.
100%. You know your audience, who you're
Yeah.
talking to. You know what I mean?
That's the duality of man.
Amen,
Yeah.
dude.
Amen,
Amen, dude.
Yeah.
The ability. Dude, thank you for sharing that with us. Sunlighting your butthole. That
Well,
was.
thank you guys for creating a safe space.
So talk
safe
about
bus.
spreading the stoke. Give everybody a definition for everybody that's new tuning in. The
Yeah.
boys have a show of their own. It's called Going Deep.
Mm-hmm.
I know Strider, you also just released a special like 4
Yes.
months ago that everybody can go check out. What is that? Making Memories?
Yeah,
On
dude, thank you
YouTube?
for sharing that.
Dude,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. Free on YouTube. Check it out. Thank
Yeah.
you, dude.
But explain the definition of spreading stoke and being about the stoke.
Spring stoke. I mean, it's tough to define. We sort of describe it as like you're cruising down the PCH and you're going to get fish tacos with your girlfriend and your boys. You know, that feeling of like a ripe avocado or like a compliment on your tan. You know, that feeling of just pure froth where you're just so amped on life and everything is good. So we're just trying to spread that feeling to the whole country because especially nowadays, like just in the past like 5 years, it's been
tough, dude.
yeah, it's just
Stoke's hard to come by.
yeah, it's like people are just seem more, you know, just with I don't even know, just people seem more bummed than ever. So we're like, you know, it's time to just metaphorically grab our ankles and just take in the sun.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I've been just like, a lot of times what I do in LA is I just drive around grocery store parking lots and just when a guy's going to park, I pull in real quick in front of him and then I get out and just go, what? And just, I've been doing that, you know, I've been really feeling low. It's what? And I'm skinny. I'm a little bitch. I got a small weenie. I can't fight well. So I've been getting my ass kicked all over LA. Albertsons, Vaughn's,
You've been taking your
Safeway,
licks.
Trader, TJ's.
You've been getting your ass kicked?
Yeah, I got beat up by a female hockey player in front of
Oh,
TJ's
shit,
parking lot, dude. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Yeah, she just hit me in the head with a freaking one of those like it was during Halloween season, a pumpkin. Just freaking decked me with one of those, dude.
Holding the stem,
one of those
taking you out.
Yeah, dude. And it was one of the mini ones, dude. Just caught me right in the temple. And I'm like, dude, I need something that's gonna get me stoked.
Yeah.
So kicking it with the boys, cruising around, gaming.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude.
Yeah.
A good variant in fucking gaming with the boys is kind of the best thing you can get.
That's a strong.
What are some games
take.
of choice with the boys?
It was Warzone, but it's ruined now.
Yeah, teabagging in Call of Duty though is you can't really
I
beat
see the
that.
notes up here. Our boy Sherm just
This is
actually,
what he's
actually highlighted that.
Dude, you know what?
Oh.
You know, what I actually tried to do during COVID is I tried to start a Twitch. I'm terrible at video games, but I wanted to start a Twitch where it's like our thing is like, what's your hook? Our thing was teabagging. So you go on there, it's like, dude, they're just teabagging. No, so it didn't catch on, but you know.
Oh, it caught on because we have a goon squad on PUBG. When we're on Call of Duty, anything, and you got to teabag. You got to teabag the dead.
Yeah. Dude, Sherm was heavy in the chat for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you're aware of Sherm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sherm's edited a video for him.
I know. Yeah, that's how this kind of whole process started of getting you guys on.
Yeah,
Because your name was flowing. We're like, yeah, we'd love to. And Sherm raised that hand real fast. I used to make videos, used to do this. We're like, all right, let's get it done.
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
So Sherm, you were in the chat?
Oh, very first episode.
Microphone.
Don't have one.
We don't have a mic.
Very first episode of Going Deep with Chad and JT. I was a listener. Wrote in a question, got it on the show.
Oh,
for
really?
Some, relationship advice.
Wow. Oh, that's cool, dude.
Oh, yeah. And then just started making memes for them freelance. And then Chad hit me up in the DMs and was like, dude, this is kind of tight. Can you make this? And it was like a James Bond meme. And then it just went from there.
Dude, Sherm.
Let's
go, dude.
That's how Sherm got on our show too.
Oh, really?
He used to just DM me all the time, different videos.
Yeah.
Just of him bagging. Just check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out, dude. I would show in real life, dude. Look at this, dude.
Yeah, I would show my
Barber.
boys about how hilarious is this video. Like, who is that? I was like, I have no idea. It goes by CFB memes.
Yeah.
And I would just DM him back, and eventually, Sherm just came on. Now he's full time with us. Full time.
He's a beast, dude.
He just
He's the
bullied
man.
his way through the DMs to get now he's an employee.
Dude,
Kills it.
Shout out
Let's go,
Sherm,
dude.
dude.
Shout out
Yeah.
Sherm. Shout out Sherm.
dude.
Give it up for
Spreading
Sherm.
the stoke to Sherm.
Nut tap for Sherm, dude.
That does hurt.
I was just hitting the tip right
Yeah.
there, so it didn't hurt too bad.
Smart,
The
smart,
first
yes.
one, yeah, I was just tipping for a
We had
second.
a fun goon sesh on Friday where I was just chilling in the stream room late at night, probably until about, what did we play till? Midnight? 12:30? And we play PUBG. So we'll just run, I think we were running threes, trios.
Mhm.
And obviously any body that you take, you have to teabag, you loot their body. And our boy Coop, who's on the other side, he's now implemented you have to also take their fit. So you become them in the game. You want them to know we're not just teabagging your body.
We're stealing your identity.
We're looting your box and we're taking your fit and we're taking your identity.
There's nothing better stealing someone's social security number than just becoming them for the foreseeable
That's some
future.
serious. That's like basically wearing someone's skin in real life. Like,
Yeah.
Virtually, you should be in jail. Probably.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
that is fucking awesome. So since you guys have started to spread the Stoke, have you guys seen a trajectory of people buying into the Stoke, or is it become, because of the last 5 years, a little more plateaued?
I think so. I mean, I think you know, has this? That's a good question.
Thanks, man.
I think people, when you mention it to them, or if you like bring up the idea of like, let's get fired up, they're on board with it.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's, you know, I think we're on an upward trajectory. Actually, I'll say that. I feel like people are getting more and more fired up. I think.
And it's tough to spread the Stoke. Like, you can't be a schmoll about it. Like, you can't be like,
Yeah.
hey guys, come on, let's all hang out, guys. Like,
Yeah.
like, dude, if I like, I'm making brisket, come over. Like, you want to come over? It's like, no, dude. You got to mellow into it. You got to mellow into a Stoke. You know
Stop
what I mean?
trying to force the stuff.
Yeah, you got to
Don't
set
force
the
vibe.
you got to set the picnic table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just playing a little bass. I'm jamming. You know, whatever it is. You want a game? Maybe I'll be on comms later, dude. Like, that's kind of the new. As a married man, like, courting some bros is kind of like what really gets me going these days. Like, for lack of a better term, gets me kind of boned up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That bones up my ween a little bit. Just being like, that's why I love being here with the boys. This vibe for me. This is a sexual vibe for me being in here with you guys. That's the energy.
He came in with a boner.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw it.
Yeah.
I took a
Well, he
peek.
does say
I
he
took
has a
peek.
little ween, so
No one
Yeah.
can tell.
You
No one
can't small
can
dong
tell.
shame.
And-
Can't do it.
Dude, he's rizzing up the barista, this guy Rick.
Oh yeah, dude.
And like The guy, he had a fat boner the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, this latte, this oat milk is just next level, dude.
I love that.
Rick
Dude.
was like,
was Rick receptive?
He hit me with some fire lart, dude. That's latte art, dude. Oh yeah, dude. I made Rick's day, dude. You could tell he was definitely hungover, probably, definitely like was just hitting the vape, probably boofing his vape, to be honest.
I hit his vape, dude.
Yeah, you hit his vape.
Yeah.
You hit his boofed vape?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. We booped together, dude. Yeah. I'd say, in the past like couple of years, like people is what you're saying too is like lead by example, because people would be like, oh my god, inflation is so heavy. And I'd be like, dude, I'm in a Speedo on the beach. Like, and they'd be like, whoa, like, you don't even think about inflation. I'm like, yeah. That's how you do it. Yeah.
You can't be thinking about that stuff.
You can't be thinking about inflation. Yeah.
You gotta be busy thinking about other stuff,
there we
dude.
go.
Yes, dude.
Dude, is that Sherm on the sticks right there?
Sherm on
Wow,
the sticks.
he's crushing
That's
it.
a
one
great
of that's one of the
picture, dude.
thirstiest photos I think I've ever seen in my life.
That's a great
Yeah,
photo.
That's a fantastic photo.
Yeah, I hit that during like when the Dow was just deep in the red. I'm like, let me just show my abs.
Dude, when I applied for my job,
It changed 3 people's lives that day when you posted that.
Oh, dude, they're 2 bros on the beat because I'm engaged too, so I just started rizzing up bros right after that.
let's go. Great pick.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Dude, that picture of you should be like on the like, when you apply for a job, it's like, you're my GPA, past work experience, bullshit, whatever, dude, I think it should just be like pictures of your boys. This is my crew, dude. This is Chad. He fucking rips at shredding. Because they say you're the sum total of the 5 people you hang out with most.
Warren Buffet.
All you guys could go apply, honestly, dude, sorry, you guys could go apply for some sick jobs because you got a good crew right here, dude.
Bus.
You know what I mean? Be like, dude, you could work anywhere, dude.
Yeah.
So
We'd like for him to stay here.
Yeah.
yeah.
We would definitely like that to happen. But if you guys ever have to go somewhere, that's a good thing to do for your resumes.
Yes, pictures of your bros, shirtless, maybe holding a fish, catching a wave, something sick.
Now, if you're someone who's employing somebody and your bros are not shredded, like you two individuals are, does that take away? Or does it really matter? Is it more about vibe than it is body comp?
That's a great question. Vibe is very huge, but also, what are their numbers? Because you guys, we're on teams. There's dudes who aren't necessarily shredded but have power. You know what I mean? Like if they have power, what numbers are they putting up? Do they have a strong motor? From that transfer from the ass to the core, and can they fucking swing steel from down low to up high? Well,
Yeah.
that's a dude I want in my crew.
Okay.
This guy applied to intern on our podcast, and I'm like, yeah, Harvard is cool, but how are your calves?
Yeah.
He didn't have calves, so I was like,
Had to go.
get out of here, dude.
How do you let him go? How do you let him down nicely?
Oh, dude, maybe I didn't do it too nicely. I was just like, dude, you got to bounce like those calves. I was like, those calves are mid.
Yeah, dude. You told him to take the stairs. You said, don't take the elevator, bro. You're taking the stairs.
Like, do some lifts as you. So.
Here's some lifts.
And what was the phrase you used earlier?
Doing Sherm?
The opposite of
Trying
like
to show my calves?
a stoker.
Oh, a schmoll, dude.
A
Yeah, you
schmoll.
can't be a schmoll. Yeah, this guy's kind of a schmoll, yeah.
Define a schmoll for the audience.
It's just every crew kind of has one, and it's just kind of the dude who is kind of just trying too hard and just off on the vibe. If everyone's like, hey man, tonight we're eating steak for dinner, and then he's like, I had steak last night, I'm really feeling like we should just do chicken or something like that. If you're going right, he's always going left, you know what I mean? And not only that, it's usually aggressive about it and tries to swing the crew. And you love him because it's probably like, it's like, whenever you meet your boy's cousin, like from Arizona, and then they cruise in and they're like, they have a ton of cocaine, and it's like, dude, we're just getting pizza tonight. Like, what are you doing? Just off on the vibe. It's like, we're getting pizza, dude. We don't need to be shacked in our domes to just get some za. And he's like, nah, dude, we're gonna fucking have the best za tonight. We're gonna put honey on it. Dude, have you heard that honey shit, dude? So it's just the wrong vibe. The guy with the wrong vibe. To make a long answer longer.
And you brought up chicken, like schmolls order chicken because it's a weak bird.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make the whole crew weak.
Yeah. It's a prey bird.
It's a prey bird.
You can't have. They spook easy.
No, I eat bull testicles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever had that?
Yes. I
Really?
served them at my wedding.
Did you really?
Really?
Yeah, as an appetizer.
That's awesome.
Are they good? How do you have
Phenomenal.
them?
Fried.
Really? Yeah, you got
So
fried.
you don't
Fried.
you don't even know, and then when they're eating it, you're kind of like, hey, you know what those are? Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters, bull testicles.
That's awesome.
Your T's rising right now.
That's rad.
So are you both from Tennessee? Or you were
No.
born in Sacramento?
Born in Sacramento. I grew up in Arizona.
Oh, whoa.
Dude.
And where are you from?
Missouri. Grew up in Missouri.
I'll
Grew
see
up in
myself
Missouri.
out.
Went to college
do a
in
line on
Nebraska.
some dominoes.
I'm
Yeah.
the flyover state kind of cat.
Yeah.
You're from Nebraska?
No, grew up in Missouri, but went to Nebraska.
Nice.
Everyone, I gotta say, everyone in Nashville we met seems very happy to be here.
We got some Nashville
Yeah.
cats right here. You boys happy?
I mean, based off our intro, Jack, I don't know.
Oh, it said no guns allowed, but it sounded like a gun was on you when he said that, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who on the bus would be the schmo?
So I think you guys have the right crew. There doesn't have to always be.
We do. We have
schmo.
a good crew.
I think Jared is our schmo.
I was thinking Jared
Yeah.
too, but Jared's a good
Jared.
schmo. You love Jared.
That's when you
Yeah.
do love your guy. You
Yeah.
love your guy.
Jared does go with the flow, though. Like I don't think he's ever going to be a guy that says chicken or everybody else is saying steak.
Right. He doesn't do stuff like that. It's I think of
He
he's
is a snitch.
This
We
Jared?
think of Jared
Jared's
too.
the one
yeah.
on the right. the one on the
Oh, a
left is
thin
right.
mustache. You can't trust a thin mustache
Yeah.
like that. No,
And,
no,
like,
no.
All the bros on the bus, like pretty much everybody's got some athletic ability to them.
Good, good.
Jared can't really throw a football. Like legitimately can't throw a football.
I don't think Jared can do anything.
Steps
athletic.
with like the wrong foot.
Right.
Same arm, same foot, throws
If you
it.
told him
It's
to
like
get a 3-point
knuckleball.
stance, he'd put the same whatever leg was up. He
Yeah.
put the same hand down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared's the guy that we're all getting steaks. He's getting the kids' meal.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a
Yeah,
fair
the
point.
boys will
Right.
Uber eat stuff to the shop, and Jared's always getting like a kid's portion of it because he's trying to lean up. Is what he
Yeah.
said.
He's got a
Respect.
before he
Yeah,
Jared's
goes.
got a weapon. Jared's got a weapon here.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Definitely.
Delaney's weapon.
That's demon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
Jared,
Jared
Demon.
Demon
right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
But
Jared probably
Jared's the
would be-
type too that says he doesn't want to hit the gym until he loses enough weight or enough fat.
yeah.
Dude,
Well,
he
Jared,
just doesn't
Jared's in the
jump,
middle of he's in the middle of a bet with me right now. He has till January 1st to get a 6-pack, and if he doesn't get a 6-pack, he has to do a 20-minute stand-up set. That's Zany's.
Dude.
That is our bet right now, and I feel very confident.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got a blank canvas.
Where's he
About-
gonna do it? Zany's?
Probably Zany's Nashville. Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
good relationship with him. We've done a couple
Yeah.
live shows there, and I think we could easily sell out Zany's for Jared to do 20 minutes. Right?
Dude.
We could easily, if we promoted it well enough,
Do a Bussin live show.
we'll do a Bussin' live show presented by Jared Demon.
20 minutes. That's
Dude, I'll
That's
do
a long
that's a
time,
long
right?
It's not,
set.
yeah, it's a long
If
set.
you don't do stand up, you're standing up there.
20 minutes?
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
guys come and open for him?
Oh, 100%.
Dude, I was gonna say that's a luxury. You're building him an audience. Like, make it harder on him. Make him sell the show. Make him go out like,
Yeah.
do the mics, dude, go, and grind all the brutal shit.
What do you think would be more disheartening for him? Walking out into a sold out show and then bombing for 20 minutes, or walking out and there'd be like a couple there?
Sold out show, because that's a true bomb.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
true bomb.
Yeah.
If you like a sold out show where it's warmed up, people are laughing, there's energy in the room, then he comes out and just bombs. That's a nightmare.
If you have all those eyes staring at, if you have just a couple sitting out there, it's like that's okay. But if you have all of Nashville looking at you and
Yeah.
you're just eating shit, you're like, man, I
would be
should have gotten
so
a 6-pack.
Chad, do you do stand up as well?
I do, yeah.
Were you guys doing stand up comedy before all the content and stuff was happening? Like, was stand up always kind of like in your vision of wanting to do stuff?
Yeah, that's how we started. Yeah, so moved to LA and just started doing open mics like every night. So I was doing stand up for probably like 3 or 4 years before like our videos kind of started to like pop off a little bit, and then just been doing it ever since. But yeah, that's kind of like our foundation, I guess you could say.
You met JT doing stand up, right?
Met JT doing stand up. Yeah.
And then I met you through JT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys grow up?
I grew up in San Juan Capistrano in Southern California, like right by San Clemente.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you were a Cali guy too?
Yeah, Northern California. I was
Alright.
born in Sacramento too.
Couple of bros.
Nice.
Yeah, I lived in the
Dude,
Bay
North.
Area, and then been in LA for 13 years. So
And you guys just met doing comedy.
yeah. And
The Stoke was so high, it's like we got to do something.
I couldn't imagine walking into a room the day, like just imagine being a fly on the wall of them 3 meeting.
Yeah.
Be like,
Dude.
you meet JT, and then JT's like, you got to meet my boy Strider. It's like, how could it get even better? Because I don't know about you,
yeah,
but when you have a connection with somebody and they're like, you got to meet my boy,
yeah,
my first thought is fear.
yeah,
Because I was like, you and I have such a good connection. I feel like your boy is going to be a third wheel, or even worse,
Yeah.
I'll be the third wheel.
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
to
you
see
get
you
usurped.
3 become a tricycle would be an incredible feat to watch.
Yeah, and you knew JT, so you're thinking, what's this Chad guy all about?
Yeah.
But his vibe is so immaculate, dude. You meet him, you're like, this guy's just the man, dude.
Dude,
So
preach.
chill.
Thank you.
Also so hilarious, so talented, just and like very disciplined. I'm innately a lazy ass guy. Like today 11 I was like, dude, can we push back later? I want to record later, dude. And very regular time to get up, but but he's like disciplined. Like, dude, like the videos that we do and shit, like we've been having a lot of fun going and doing these videos where we just say movie lines in public now. But he's so diligent about it. He's like, we have a spreadsheet. He like types up the scene. I'm like, we'll just kind of watch it and wing it. He's like, no, dude, let's get it right. And so it just elevates everything. Elevates.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a straight edge in a stoner's body, I guess.
When you guys are doing stand up in California and the vibe is matching, and then you go to a place like an Iowa or like a Nebraska, or Missouri, these flyover states,
Oh,
and there,
yeah, I said it.
and the vibe doesn't necessarily
They got
match.
the best steaks though, dude.
Yeah,
We do have
great
some
steaks,
great
great
steaks.
steaks, and the vibe doesn't necessarily match the culture of that state. How do you wrap around that? How do you get the audience to love you?
Dude, I mean, to be honest though, I think like states like Missouri, Nebraska, everyone there is so nice, and everyone actually seems more pumped. I would say more like deeply happy, because in California, everyone's like, oh, you just kind of like there's some people at the beach like Troy. He's stoked, he's sunning his ass, but like. In a lot of LA, people are like, I don't know. Like, how do you describe it? You know what I mean? And it's like people aren't as, you're in California, but people aren't as fired up as you think. But then we go to just anywhere in the, like you go to like Michigan or any of those states, it's like people say hi to you, and it's in California. If someone says hi to you, you're like, what do you want? But like, you'll be in
Transactional out there.
It's if you're in like I remember I was in Michigan and again in an elevator, and these people are like, hi, and I was like, what the fuck? But they're just being nice, and so I'd say actually people are they seem more deeply stoked, in the flyover states, I guess.
Yeah, and I would say the audiences too, like the especially for stand up, like the crowds, maybe they like this. I don't know if this is true, but maybe will view us more so as like characters, because the podcast, like when they study the analytics, dude, and shit, like where it does well, a lot of it's in abroad, like in Scotland and London, and I think people will look at SoCal guys more as characters, and of course admittedly I'll ham it up and vibe it up more, throw a little more dude or what up when performing, and I think that when you're outside SoCal, it's more of like character comedy to a degree, which I think helps and is more receptive.
And in the flyover states, there's just not near as much going on. So when you're going out to a comedy club, like you're like out for a night.
Yeah.
You've been planning it for months.
Yeah, and if you're in Cali, like this stuff's happening all the time. Like you're going, it's like, hey, impress me.
Right.
There's like, I feel like the flyover states, you're like, hey, let's hit the Funny Bone in St. Louis, and you're like excited to go watch whoever's gonna be out there.
Yeah, like in Los Angeles, like the Lakers are playing at Staples, Clippers are at Intuit that night. Maybe there's at Chargers or Rams playing at home on any given night. You could be doing a million different things.
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition. Fuck yeah.
Look at you out there, man. Handsome.
Thank you, dude. My wife approved that outfit, dude. I was like, dude, should I wear the denim shirt? Can I pull off this? She goes, to chambray. I go, sick term. And I'm wearing those same jeans in that I'm wearing right now.
Smart.
Haven't been washed since. Shot this last April. So,
how long have you been married?
So June 10th, 2023, like a year and change.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I had our first anniversary. We've been together for a long time though, like 13 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What took you so long to pull the trigger? Not saying it's a bad thing. I phrased that question as it's a bad thing.
You know what though? That is the right way to think about it. That's kind of how I think about it. I would say like when I always knew, and like I knew that I was going to marry my wife when I was like driving to work at valet, and I'd see a sick house and I'd be like, oh. And I would always picture me living there with my wife, and then it like dawned on me. I'm kind of like a dumbass. Like it like my brain made me figure it out, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get married then. Like, and that took like 5 years.
Gotcha.
And then also just like, dude, doing valet. Like, when did you get career shit in line? When the whole time it's like could have just got married sooner. You know what I mean? But just waited. Honestly, learned a little bit more about taxes. I was like, okay, that could be a sick tax incentive, dude.
Be a nice
for both of us. Yeah,
I'm learning about that too. Health insurance.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we applied together, dude. She's actually I'm actually a member on her plan.
Dude, yeah, I might do that for my fiance. It sounds
It's a good move.
How long have you been engaged?
since December.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll probably wait a couple of years before 2026 probably.
Yeah.
Get some ducks in a row. Get them lined
Yeah.
up.
Get some what are they called? Oysters?
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Yeah,
Yeah,
get those
Get
lined
those
up.
dialed in.
Yeah.
If it is 2 years away or a year and a half away, in your mind, without thinking about your wife's emotions at all, what's the perfect wedding for you?
Oh, dude. Man. Dude, so many good questions.
Xbox with the boys.
Yeah, dude.
She's on
TV
comms,
set
dude.
up.
She's
Yeah,
teabagging.
get married on Meta.
She's teabagging, dude. On you get down on. You should have proposed on comms while bagging
Yeah.
on one knee, dude.
Dude, yeah. Okay, I downed someone in Call of Duty, and then right as I'm teabagging, the guy's like, "Will you do that?" I'm like, "I fucking do." And then, and then Troy, who's like our shaman / landlord, he's just like dousing us with water from the Pacific Ocean.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's happening on the beach. It's happening on the beach. Let's say Newport Beach. It's happening at Newport Beach, but I'm gaming somehow and teabagging. And then, as soon as I teabag some guy, I lay down the smooch. And then we cruise off and we hit Tahiti, just get barreled.
Ooh.
Nice.
I remember we went
That
to
is
Mexico.
beautiful.
Do you like that?
Yeah, no,
Strider helped me
I
with
did
that.
that.
I was like, I don't know. And I'm like,
I know I did
thank
kind of put
for-
you in a bit of a situation there.
No,
but you landed that plane.
It was a
beautifully.
good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to think of a dream wedding. Did you guys have like a dream wedding down? Or like this?
No.
That's what I mean. I think most dudes are that way. Like,
Yeah.
like when it's your birthday, do you really want something? We're like, nah, it would be nice if I got this for my birthday. Like, I kind of, I hope my wife gets me that shirt. Like, no.
I think
I don't know if dudes like have that. Like,
I think when you're 8 months away from your birthday, you think like, man, that'd be nice to get for my birthday. And then you get like a
Right.
week from your birthday, and you're like, I don't want anything.
I want
You're a big-
nothing.
you're
I
a
want
big birthday guy.
alone.
I'm a big birthday
You're a big
guy.
birthday
you
guy.
are.
Well, I'm a
Taylor
big.
put pressure back. I can't wait to see what you give me for.
Yeah, I do like to
Wait,
give it to
really?
Will. Yeah, I do like to give it to Will.
Gift giving is your love
But
language.
I don't
Yeah,
like
he's a
to.
gift
I don't like to
giving.
tell you what I
Yeah.
want. I don't give you a brainstorm. I just say I cannot wait to see what you provide for me on my birthday.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Dude,
it's
I
a
love
select few. It's a select few. I don't do it. I don't even think I don't do it to my wife. Nope, I do it to my wife and Will. Those are the two people that I kind of really hammer in. Like I cannot wait to see how much you show me you love me
Oh, that's beautiful.
on July 22nd.
That's
I
a
get
great
nothing
wedding.
but
Good birthday.
anxiety,
Thanks,
and I
man.
think he knows I get a lot of anxiety about it.
Wow.
Yeah, but you've gotten a lot better at gift giving.
Thanks.
What is a good gift? Like just like a good healthy knife.
That's super masculine.
It's like, what do you buy for somebody that can buy anything?
Right.
Maybe a couple digits.
Oh, I gave him a key dish.
But hold on. It's practical.
good.
It was practical, and I do because I'm a super forgetful person. I will forget my keys. I'll forget my wallet. I actually have not found my wallet's been missing for 3 weeks now.
Wow.
Flew with a passport the last couple of days, but yeah, key dish.
Yeah.
It sits
Year
in my
before,
kitchen counter.
What was it the year before? Was it the Daily Stoic or was it like
It was a Daily Dad.
Daily Dad?
It was the Daily Dad, which I
Great
have
book.
still on my nightstand
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
And I go
Nice.
through periods like I'll read the Daily Dad for like 3 weeks straight every single day, and then I won't touch it for 4 months.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
You just
but every
pick
once
up,
in a while
tells
you'll
you which
see it
day
and you're
to
like
read.
brushing your teeth and like, let me just fucking pop this open
Yeah.
for a second,
That's great.
and it makes you smile.
That's awesome.
When did you two become boys?
When I came to
2018.
2018.
August, no,
No, bro. It was April.
April
It happened
2018.
quick.
Yeah.
It was so the way our relationship works is we are very similar yet we have very different personalities. When I decide, I'll just speak for myself. When I decide that I'm all in on somebody, it's over for you. Like you're not
Right.
going to be able to know what's what. Like you can't make a decision for yourself anymore. I am now implementing your life, whether you like it or not. So my wife and I, we had a very different situation. We got engaged in 5 weeks, married in 2 months.
Dude, let's
Secretly.
go.
Secretly. And then 2 years later, we did a wedding for everybody else in Big Sur, California.
Beautiful.
But
Beautiful.
2018 was when we were doing the wedding. I meet Will in April. I think by like April 22nd, I was like, you're coming to my wedding. You're going to be at my wedding. And like, we've already made you a seat. And was like, listen, he can talk about his situation, but he's like, I don't know if I should go. All your family, this. I'm like, you're going. FaceTimes, calls, FaceTime with my wife. Like you're coming.
Let's
He
go.
ends up going. So I forced Will to be best friends.
That's great.
I forced Will to be best friends in 2018.
Is that your wedding?
That's beautiful.
That's us.
Yeah.
That's me on the left.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's my wife.
Did you
in the
teabag
dress.
after that?
Something.
Yeah.
Well, we should have done. Man, I wish I knew you guys then. We would have had Xboxes everywhere.
Oh,
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine like the drive away for my wedding. The drive away will be like I'll be like carrying an Xbox, you know, and I'll be like, we'll get in the car and I'll just be like, yeah,
Like an old one, like a 360 in your hand.
360 in here. Like, check this shit out.
Yeah. I struggle with commitment. Taylor's hardcore. He loves hard and he loves fast.
Hard and fast, dude.
So I got here as a free agent 2018. Then you don't have like friends in the locker room right away.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor picked me out, man. I was his gal. I was staying at the Candlewood Suites right down the road from the facility.
Mm-hmm.
He realized I had no place to go. I had nobody around, and he just honed in on he'd come to the hotel room. I'd have the red lights going everywhere. You got the good coffee getting brewed up, French press going on.
Oh, let's go.
Kind of like sunning, but with the red light therapy.
Yes.
Have you done red
Balls
light
out.
before?
My buddies do it. I don't do red light.
I haven't really tried it yet.
I do French press, but I haven't done red light.
Yeah.
I love French press.
You do seem like a guy who enjoys their espresso, enjoys their coffee the right way.
Yeah,
I
yes,
mean,
correct.
Rick over there, Rick's somewhere blushing, texting his boys right now about
Really?
an experience he had
Yeah.
at a cafe.
Oh,
can't rush
yeah.
good
Dude, are you kidding me,
coffee,
bro?
man.
Exactly. I'll get behind the counter at a coffee shop, dude.
Yeah.
I'll just get behind there.
And then every day, like we'd get done at the facility and I would just have to go back to the hotel. So he knew I had nothing going on. He'd just be, hey, you're coming over. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, why aren't you answering my FaceTime? I know you're in the room.
I know
One
that
night
free
you-
That's
Wi-Fi,
exactly how it
dude.
went. That's exactly how it
Taylor
would
had
go.
like an appearance and he's like suited up and he like FaceTimed me and I answered. I'm with Campanera.
Oh,
And
it's
like
tight.
the red lights on.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you guys are hanging out? It's like, yeah, we stay in the Candlewood Suites. He's like, I didn't get invited. And we're like, bro, you have like an event to go to.
Right.
He's like, that's fucked up.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Went home mad. Couldn't
Let's
sleep that
go,
entire
dude.
night. That's Willie.
That's
That's
sick.
Yeah.
That's
Strong
so
boy. Look at the
sick.
tricep kind of popping out too. The
I love
just
that.
nice right there. Just a
bit.
little
And
bit.
enough swag.
What do they have? Horses walking through the facility, dude? Fucking
Dude,
little
that is a horse
horseshoe
right
on
there.
there,
That's a
dude.
thoroughbred.
Dude, how stoked do you get running through the tunnel into the stadium? That must be a good
Oh,
feeling.
So that was like my only time that ever happened. And I about passed out by the time I was done celebrating.
Really?
Because I was going so hard.
Yeah,
The stuff was
yeah.
high. I
Dude,
was
there's
vibing
nothing
high.
better than when they come up and they're like, line up today, you're on this part.
Yeah.
And you're like, going out?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. The first time you get to run out of a tunnel.
Dude.
Yeah.
Because in
Unbelievable.
Washington, it's like right when I began to start, they like nixed it. Like, no. Because we kind of sucked. We were like 500. Like the whole team's going out together. Like it's going to be
Right.
union.
I hate when teams do that.
And I was like, fuck, I was going to get to go out this week. I was like, maybe we'll go back next week. Next week was like Veterans Day. So we had to go
Right.
out as a team and honor the vets. I'm like, I wanted my time to shine again.
Yeah.
So I never got to do it in Washington. But when I came to Tennessee and got to go out this time, you're like
That's
sick.
sick.
Shaking before you go out the
Yeah.
tunnel. And then you're just adrenaline's going. It's just, I'm yelling for the fucking boys. And I'm
Yes,
passed out by the end of it.
dude.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Running out the tunnel is second to none, dude.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Because in college,
dude.
you all just run it as a team, right? There's no announcements. College is
Yeah,
very
in
rare
college,
to
you got
do
the
the
tunnel
announcement.
walk. You
Yeah.
smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
You
So
don't know where you're running. You trip over a photographer.
yeah, you're doing the awkward, like you're kind of like jogging in place, just hoping you don't hit somebody, right?
Yeah.
And somebody bumps you.
Tear an
and you're like, oh, I should
ACL.
go
Yeah,
forward.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dude's getting hurt. Yeah, I went to he went to Nebraska. I went to Michigan, and it's kind of you just run it as a team.
Right.
But
right.
in the NFL, when they do the announcements,
Yeah.
and you hear, I was an offensive
Oh.
lineman, so like you're going out of the tunnel, and they're like, from Michigan, Taylor Lewan, and like
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
really cheers, but you're like, just
Oh,
so stoked.
dude, you were the man in Tennessee. Don't I see you're being humble.
Yeah,
I
bro,
appreciate that. I
bro.
respect
I appreciate
that.
that. I appreciate that. I'm glad
You're
you
the
said
man.
that.
The offensive line would kind of wait for him because
Yeah,
he's the
the way
last
I would do,
offensive
I would
lineman
go out and do a
called.
prom wave.
Dude, you
Nice.
And I'd
freaking
bow, and then I'd run out.
clearing lanes for freaking D. Henry, bro.
Yeah, okay, I
yeah.
see
You
you.
know what
I
I'm
see
saying,
you.
dude?
See right there, that bottom left photo, me laying on the ground, talking about ACLs. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Right there.
shit.
Yeah, dead body.
Oof.
Oh.
Arm looks nice though.
If we were in
Dude,
therapy
looks
right
huge.
now,
Thanks,
if we
brother.
were in therapy right now, the therapist would be saying, Taylor, catch the compliment, catch the ball, and hold it.
Okay.
Don't try to dish it off into something negative. Now we're going down to
You're
you on a
right.
stretch. Now we got a photo of you on a stretcher.
Can I just?
This is beautiful. Yeah, exactly. We're
That's,
hyping you up running out the tunnel, and
That's a
then you're
different
going
game.
in
That's a
the
different
tunnel.
game. That's a different game.
Yeah.
I could
So
see
it's
how
like, you
that
see
took a
that photo
turn.
down here? I'm laying on the ground. I told my ACL.
I know,
Like,
you
my
get-
career ended on this one.
Hey, you know
right
what's
here.
crazy? You know what's
Like, bro,
crazy
we're
is
just
that's exactly
hyping
what
you up.
happened. You gave me a compliment. I felt relatively uncomfortable, so I was like, how could I make fun of myself? Okay, there's me tearing my. There's my career ending. My hopes and dreams dying. How about that, boys? Huh?
Oh,
That's
dude.
fun.
Getting
Yeah,
yelled
that's-
at. What did you do to upset that woman? You said something.
So
Very-
I got ejected from this game. We were playing the Packers. This is the third or fourth play of the game. We already ran for a touchdown to the left side, And
That's your side.
So that's my side. This guy with the Packers helmet on, he jumped off sides and he hit Marcus Mariota. So I get in his face, and then I feel somebody's hand on my chest, and I like move, I like rip the hand off my chest. That was a referee. And if you touch a referee, you're automatically ejected.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's another photo of me somewhere where I'm like giving double birds to the field.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very, took a lot of violence to become this relaxed. 'Cause, those are different people we're looking at right there. Fun times though. That's the ref, 133.
Dude, it's crazy.
Got fined like $30,000 for that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's more money than I made last year. Dude. That's rad, dude. Dude, don't brag like that, dude.
My fault.
Shit,
My
dude.
fault. Damn it.
Dude, my buddy's dad, sick dad story, dude, grandpa story, dude. Wouldn't be a proper podcast if we weren't talking like this. He was a badass, went to USC, was a fullback for OJ and Marcus Allen, won a Super Bowl with the Manders back in the 70s, but was drafted by the Bears. And he said exactly what you said. He goes, and we see old pictures of him, and he was fucking jacked. He was a fullback, dude. And he would go up against Butkus in practice. He's like, I hate Butkus. He's like, that guy took years off my career, and he was an animal and would literally just want to hit heads the whole time. Like that was it. But he looks at old pictures of himself and he goes, I don't know that guy. He'd be like, that was a different dude. And now he's like the sweetest, nicest guy, dude. He makes fluffernutter sandwiches, and I'm like, dude, your dad's a huge pussy. There's no way he could have ever
Fluffernutter sandwich.
He's like, you want a fluffernutter? I'm like, dude, I could beat up your dad, maybe. And
You pinned him. He
Gaps
pinned
to
him one time. You
Fluffernutters.
yeah, I pinned him. He was like 80, so I pinned him when he's 80 now.
On the ground or
Yeah.
just against the wall?
Just to the ground, dude, in his house. Broken at night. Woke him up out of bed. Get pinned later.
Sometimes
Sometimes I just need
yeah.
sometimes you
Bagged him.
you need a victory. Yeah, bagged him, dude.
bagged him.
we're all about pinning dads on the.
Yeah?
I was like,
Oh,
then I was
yeah,
like, I'm on my belly. Get me. He's like, what does that mean? Just get me. I'm on my belly. He didn't understand that. He didn't know what it meant,
Come on,
Get me.
Did he seem with it? Somebody who's just running into Butkus every day?
1,000% with it. Like went on to have a career like as a successful lawyer, fully. So that's good. Nothing like.
Yeah.
Head-wise
You played
that I
back
don't know
then.
about.
That's you see some guys now.
And he talks about the Bears, and he's like, dude, the Bears, the way they ran practice, he's like, dude, it was so dumb. They would just hit and hit and hit, and he's like, not smart.
I mean, we've had Allstott on the pod before, and you can tell like he lived that life.
He was about that.
Yeah, he was about that.
He was
Calling
about
us
that.
pussies.
Really?
Generation
Back
soft.
in my
Like,
day,
not
talk
really
quite a
violent,
bit.
but you
It was
could
an
tell.
honor to have him on the
Yeah,
show,
you could
but
tell.
he
Sure.
gave it to us in a way that you walk away and you're like, I respect that he did that to us.
Yeah.
And we didn't take any offense at all.
He like pinned you via the pod.
Yeah, verbally pinned us
Yeah,
for
yeah,
an hour and a
yeah.
half.
Yeah.
So
got-
we
got taken to town.
submitted fairly quickly too.
Yeah,
our
dude.
generation, we are way soft.
Yeah,
compared
I
to
think
what
we
you
actually
guys
started it. Maybe
Yeah.
I think we kind of started with like we're soft, right? And he's like, yeah, let me tell you why.
are.
Yeah.
That's
He talked about how he'd be crushing beers at like 6 a.m. before practice.
Dude,
No
what is
way.
that?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, I feel like people were just crushing beers. They say that in
Smoking
comedy. They're
cigs
like,
after games.
yeah, they're like, in like comedy too. They're like, yeah, this guy was ripping lines before a set. I'm like, you don't see that at all
Yeah,
today.
Yeah,
it's
know
kind of
what
a
I mean?
bummer. Like, why don't we?
Yeah.
I think because maybe health.
I think
People
you're
are so
right.
aware of health now.
People are more aware of it. Yeah, and it's like, but even maybe I'm just a huge pussy, but I can't imagine like doing lines before a set, trying to be funny.
Pizza,
You'd have
pizza
energy.
only.
Yeah.
Just for pizza.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I think people optimize now. I think like all the most successful, like, you know how it used to be like billionaires? It's like they have like the, you know, what's it called when you're like liver patches on their skin from drinking, doing blow, buying a speedboat, probably dying on it. Now billionaires like Zuckerberg has like a hoverboard. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
sweet, dude. Like, and like they optimize, you know what I mean? Like, have you seen that documentary on Netflix where that dude like tracks everything?
He's trying to live to like what was
I've
that,
seen this guy.
100
I've seen this guy on Instagram
like
before.
130.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this cat not too long ago.
Yeah,
I don't know who with.
and he's got the means and resources to do it. So
He's doing it every day, all day long. Like he's got like no life. He's just dedicated to the craft of optimization.
He's like a
Yeah.
modern day monk. Like he's just solely focused on one thing.
Yes.
One thing only.
Because,
Enlightenment.
like back in the day, like the most successful
That's
people.
us with Zuck this weekend.
Oh,
it's like
what up?
Those
Did you guys
that-
hoverboard?
Is that Power
That's-
Slap?
I'm asking him.
That one's at UFC, but yeah,
Oh.
he was at. They were at Power Slap the night before.
I saw you guys were at Power Slap not this past time, but the time
Dude,
before.
I saw you. We were filming something there. I saw you from across the You were in the VIP. We were in the.
Well, we tried to get to y'all.
Oh, you did? You
Yeah,
saw us?
yeah. We're like, yo, Chad and JT over there. We're like, yo, let's go over there and introduce ourselves.
Yeah, we couldn't cross the barrier. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
couldn't get to you guys because we were literally gonna come up and just like ruin whatever you guys were doing to say hello.
Yeah. I saw,
And they kind of stopped us like, you can't come back here. I'm thinking like I have 17 wristbands on. How does this sound?
So many. One of these.
There's an 18th I don't know about,
Yeah,
so I
like-
guess I didn't have the 18th wristband.
yeah, like don't cross, you might get slapped.
Yeah, might get slapped. Yeah, you guys were right up in there, huh?
We were in there. Yeah. We were like interviewing some of the slappers, strikers.
How was that experience? We've done that
They're
before too.
Dude, they're really cool.
They're nice.
Dorian, he did the heavyweight match with DeBell. We interviewed DeBell and Dorian. Really cool dudes.
It's crazy that they do that.
Is it
Crazy.
loud?
And they're very like, they'd be like, oh, it's people always talk about like the head trauma and stuff. They're like, but you're in a fight, you get punched in the head, and I'm like, but you do get slapped, like
Yeah,
like
consistently.
Hard, bro.
consistently.
I mean, do they
in
hit
the
like with
head.
this part of their
I think that's called
Yeah.
clubbing. There's a whole bunch of rules.
Yeah.
I have been to
Okay.
I think all the ones in the continental United States. I've been to every single.
Are you
power spot.
serious?
Wow.
Every single one.
Is it loud
Yes.
when they get hit? Like when you're.
Dude, when people get KO'd, it does light up quite a bit.
Oh.
And it is, and it's
I
a
mean,
fun
we've
event
seen
too.
people seize, bro.
What's
Are
that?
you? Yeah, like
Seize, like
Yeah.
shake.
Yeah.
Or if you get caught flinching and you just take one, and then you got to get back in there for another round.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole flinching thing would be tough. I think I'd flinch every single time.
Yeah,
Or you just have to close your eyes and take it.
Guys are just bleeding and swelling's happening on the side of their
Right.
face.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're doing it for like a 10K purse. That one dude was like, I just want to buy my girl tits.
Right? Yeah. The winner,
That's
the
amazing.
first
It's an
power
honorable
shot,
cause.
His name is
man.
Wolverine. His name is Wolverine.
Really?
Yeah,
Missouri
not
boy.
his government name. That was
guy,
that was a
dude.
nickname.
You should
What
get it
did he-
official, dude.
He fucking he should switch
That'd
it
be
up.
so sick.
Or like, hey, $10,000. Like, what are you gonna do with that? He's like, oh, my wife wants some tits, so I think I'll get her those. We're like, all right. I mean, kind of a gift that keeps giving, right?
Yeah.
That's an asset.
Maybe slap those around.
What was it like meeting Zuck?
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Like he walked by and you're like, holy shit, that's Mark Zuckerberg.
Wow.
And then I saw him kind of like between the co-main events.
Yeah.
He was like kind of sitting there by himself. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is my time to strike.
Yes.
So I went up to him and I hit him with the ACL. Yeah, me too. And then we kind of talked about ACLs for a little bit. And he lit up with the opportunity to talk about his ACL.
Yeah.
And that was awesome.
That's
It
cool.
was cool.
There's even a thought too, like you see somebody like Zuckerberg out in the wild, like, is that even him?
Mhm.
Right.
Like we're watching Severance right now, like he has the means to be severed. Like, is that his Audi?
Yeah, dude.
And he's just chilling at home?
See, I don't
Good
know.
call.
I don't know what severed me. I haven't seen the show Severance, so
That's right.
yeah. So I don't
a good
know.
show.
Severance?
It's good. Yeah.
Severance?
Yeah, I haven't watched season 2, but I watched season 1.
Oh,
I need to
bro.
get.
Yeah. Season 2's picking up now. Started a little slow, but
yeah,
it's good.
but this last episode
Oh, yeah, it was
was
sick.
brutal.
Yeah.
I thought you saw the ratings came out on too. It's the lowest rated episode in all of Severance, which I agree with. Like you spend that much time on Cobell, like the intro. I know I'm like boring.
No, it's
This is
okay.
a boring-
Hey, listen.
You
As
come
long
into
as
the
you guys
intro-
are enjoying yourselves,
This
I'm
the
good.
shortest episode of the season. It was 37 minutes. Like the first 5 to 10 minutes was just like a drone shot of the waves and everything else in the car driving in. It's like, why are we wasting time? Then Cobell's making out with this druggy cat that she knew back in the day
What's she doing?
for a few minutes. It was a slow episode, but we were massive. This is a massive Severance podcast outside of the boy.
Here's
and
my
Mitch. I don't think Mitch watched it
my
either.
take on like slow episodes is that is a big reason why you should binge shows. Because if you watch like Yellowstone, I didn't watch like the 3rd season or whatever, but I started watching over and over again, and there were a couple moments where there's some like slower episodes, and I thought to myself, if I was watching week to week, I'd be pissed off about this, but now I just get to go to the next one.
Yeah.
That it's also what makes it so fun because you get to be pissed off with the world because
True. Right.
people are so into this show. Again, I haven't felt this way about a show since Game of Thrones because of all the theories and nuggets they kind of put in. And people chop out, like we have this group chat where we're just dropping gems every
Yes.
day on, oh, we missed this scene. Or if you zoom into this writing on this sheet of paper, it calls back to something a few episodes ago. Like that's the vibe that this show has. That I think, yeah, we're pissed off that the episode happened last week, but again, you're like bitching about it with everybody. You're kind of arguing, you're debating. You can't wait to go into work the next day to talk about it with everybody that watched it at the shop. That's the vibe that this show is.
Some water cooler talk.
I need to pop.
We just
that
gave
show
them
on.
a free shout out right there too.
It's great,
Yeah.
and it's great to have a show to watch with the lady. Like the lady and I
Yes,
watch.
bro.
Having a show with your wife or something like White Lotus. We're crushing White Lotus together, and we flew in last night, Sunday night, and we're like, I texted her, like, don't think about watching without me. She's like, I would never. And so, dude, we get back into town, watch that. It's the best, dude.
Yeah.
It's the best.
And having something with your lady that's some game for all the young cats out there that getting married like it is.
Yeah.
It's like you were talking about earlier, like courting the boys is now like a thing. Like when we
Big
were talking about PUBG last week, you're kind of building it up and foreplaying throughout the week. Like, hey, let's set up this time because we're gonna have to schedule some things around. We got a double date happening. This happened on Saturday. Let's get it Friday. Once you lock that time in, it's teasing up all the way to the moment. Then you're just gooning with the boys at that point.
Oh,
You just fired me up.
dude, exactly. That right there is how you spread the Stoke, dude. Now, yeah, bro.
That was like a locker room speech.
Yes, bro. That's huge.
I'm ready to go
dude.
tackle
That's
someone right now.
That's fucking nice.
What marriage advice would you give Chad?
I would say, well, you already are very skilled at making love, so you're good on that front.
Thank you.
That's fine. Better probably than even I am.
Yeah. I'm a monster in the sack.
You
Are you
are,
really?
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude.
Giver.
Dude, what's up?
He said you're a giver.
Yeah, I'm just like, let me eat that butt.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
dude.
butt, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I would say, you know,
Because having a girlfriend's a lot different than being married. Even though you're with your girl for 13
for
years.
sure. You're a roommate. You got to just make sure and you guys already live together. You know that. Just like being a good like human. You know what I mean? Even before like anything else, like keeping your shit clean, staying on top of your stuff, communicating, and then not keeping score, which is tough to do because you'll be like, well, I took the well, you know, I did clean the bathroom last week. By the way, my wife kicks my ass on all that stuff. For keeping score, she's kicking my ass. But trying not to do that is good, and just being like,
Because she'll hit you at one point with, hey, when you gonna clean up what you said you was gonna clean up? And you're like, hey, I'm gonna get to it.
Right.
And your time zones are just way off. Like they want stuff done. I know my wife, she'll be like, you said this for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
Like when you gonna open this box from Amazon?
Right.
Sweet, I'm gonna get to it.
big time. Cleaning, dude, honestly, bro, if you want to get your wife in the mood, dude, clean your place, bro. Ooh, if she's out of town or she goes out, does whatever, she's at work for a few hours, you got the day off, hire a whole crew. Get all the boys together. That'd be a sick video. Get the boys together, clean the crew, hang out, dab it up, you know, maybe order a little food when you're all done. Send the boys away. Wife comes home to a clean house.
Sweetheart, did you clean the house?
Yeah.
It was all I thought about all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like I got done with my day and I thought, how can I be the husband
Yeah.
that you deserve?
I knew you were gonna have a stressful day. I wanted to make sure you came back to a nice Zen room.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted
You guys will
I
know that
wanted you
too.
to feel special when you got
And
home.
some game when you have kids, it's like if she's doing bedtime, like you do the dishes and make sure everything's cleaned up for when they
Right.
come down, and you got Apple TV on ready to go.
Yeah.
Sweetheart,
It's
you done
all-
that? You
it's
did
all-
the dishes, you cleaned everything up. I got you. Get your water. Matter of fact, I already got your ice water. It's sitting right here.
Wow.
Let's watch some Severance.
Curating the vibe.
You know, they say
Dude.
there's statistics about like only 50% of marriages last. Hearing the way you two talk, you guys won't be part of that
I
statistic.
know. Yeah.
No,
You guys
I'm
are good.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah, no
You
Forever.
gotta give him some game too.
dude, only 50% is your chance of doggy that night, dude.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Big time, dude.
Dude,
and then
legend.
then your answer is only if you want. Is that what you want?
Only if
All
you
right.
want. Got to be a giver. Got to be a lover.
Only if you want.
Pant for
Or
me.
you feel, yeah. She says that to you, and you.
Oh, we got some questions from Will Compton's Bulge.
Oh, nice.
What are some good questions to ask on a second date, not a first date, that a lady would like to hear? Personally, I think second dates are harder than the first.
Good question.
For
Ask
people
on
that are
a
just tuning into the show, you gentlemen are great relationship advice givers, correct? Relationship consultants.
Try to be. Yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
We try. You know, we speak from our experience, and we try to be honest. Take or leave. You know. But yeah, we're gonna.
Dude, good
Steer the
question to
ship.
ask. Second date, just right at the top of the date. What are your politics?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just get right into it.
Draw a line in the sand right away.
Yeah. Be like, what are you into? Like, who do you vote for? And dude,
Mhm.
that kind of like it's that'll get things either like nice and heated. So you know, then then your makeout sesh afterwards will be like there's a lot of tension in there, and now we're just sucking face. Or they'll be like you'll bond really deeply, and then it all sets up for a good makeout at the end of the second date.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like that a lot.
What are your politics? What's your takes?
I would say like.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
You
good to
come out with
breathe.
ladies. Yeah. What's your take?
It's a good brief.
Yeah.
You just say a country. Ukraine, go. Pakistan, go. Brazil, go. Talk at me. What? Australia, how do you feel? Now.
Putin. Putin, give me a breakdown.
Politics is a good
What'd you
move.
think of Zelensky last week?
Zelensky,
yeah.
does he need to suit up?
Yeah.
I think the sweaters are sick. I actually like the look. It's tactical. It's a good tactical look.
Yeah, Zelensky's outfit. What do you think?
You're fashion. You're technically talking fashion. Dude, I think a good second date, I could see it being hard. You know, things went well on the first date. You want to keep that going. You know, a first date, I always think a good move is like a walking date. Keep it moving. Like here, if there's like a river walking the strand or the beach in California is always a move with a fucking dank acai bowl or smoothie. Second date, I think the move is, if you're a dude, you have the luxury of planning this traditionally, but pick something that speaks to you a little bit. Like I might try to take the pressure off myself, go to a comedy show, see what she laughs at, learn about humor. Then you immediately maybe go to the early show. If it goes well, you grab a drink after, you talk about the set you saw. Did you love it or you hate it? Or whatever you're into. If you're into paintball, be like, hey, let's go paintballing. I think that'd be sick.
Paintball.
Figure out how she handles a gun.
Amen.
Understand strategically how she operates.
Give her commands. Be like,
Yeah.
Be like, bum rush that.
Silent ones. Bum rushed. Get on all fours. Tell her to come bag you.
Yeah.
Bag me.
You play
Just
on opposite
aggressively
teams,
yell,
just-
cover my six. Cover my six.
Yeah.
What
You're
the fuck
one-on-one paintball, dude. Just
Flank.
Giant map.
Flank right.
Don't see each other for 20 minutes. You just keep
Never
getting lost in this giant map.
You go to the snack bar for half of it, and she's still out there.
Oh, man, I was wondering where you were. But then when she comes back, you already have hot dogs and nachos waiting for her.
Exactly, dude.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
She's in a full sweat. She thinks you left her.
It's never the right temperature at paintball, dude. I don't care what time it is. You're sweating. If you want to lose weight, go paintball, dude. You're gonna sweat everything
Right
out.
when she's thinking, what the fuck did I get myself into? You ask her a question to learn about her. Like, hey, what's a goal or a dream that you've held on to and never went after?
Wow.
Oh,
I
And
read
that's something deep.
nice.
And you're
Yeah.
getting laid that night.
100%.
Oh.
See, for me, the second date is always about the preparation before the second date. If the first date goes well, and let's say you want to go out the next week, you're spending those next 5-6 days adding nuggets. Hey, what are you doing today? What are you up to? But you don't follow up on that. You get to the second date, you have easy conversation. Hey, Monday, you said you had a big business meeting. How'd that go? And then you break that down with them. So you do a little homework
call.
before. Then you hit them with the paintball.
Yes.
Get them the nachos and hot dogs. Big goal. Guess what? You're scoring. You're getting bagged.
Yeah,
that's
you're
great.
getting yes,
back.
dude.
Dude, you know what's good with paintball too on a date is if you shoot them yourself to test their integrity. Be like, are you out? She's like, no.
What if they say no?
Yeah, if they say no, then you're like,
Or just yell at her,
gotta
barrel
go.
plug
Yeah.
in, barrel plug in. We're in the lot, put your barrel plug in, unsafe. You're being dangerous. You're being dangerous.
dude, my
Get mad.
second date with actually she came to a comedy. She came to my show, which was
stressful.
that was
High stakes, yeah.
stressful.
No way, bro.
Yes.
I was like,
he said no way,
because
bro.
I was like really into her. I was like, if I bomb, she's like, I want to come to the show. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, if I bomb, like that's And I
You're like,
saw,
I probably won't be doing a show for a while. She's like, I just saw you post on Instagram.
dude, yeah. She's
Yeah,
like,
still out
DM
there.
me. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's actually not happening. I saw her like on stage. I was like, oh, I got a boner now. Yeah, it just busted on stage.
Just busted on stage.
What's up?
Do you crowd work with her?
Yeah, I'm like, who's this chick?
Raz, is this your man?
Yeah. Is this your man? How long you two been together?
It's my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Look at this dumbass in the front. Yeah, nice sweater. Just negging her from the stage. Well, where'd you get that sweater? Fucking Ross?
Yeah.
She's like, what?
Dude, how did that second date show go?
You know what? It went okay. It was a bar show in San Diego. I like had a good set, but in your mind you want to like crush, and it's tough at a bar show though. It's kind of loud, from the background. So it went okay, but she was like, I think it was nice that it went like kind of okay, because then it was like, oh, she actually likes me for me a little bit more than like if I like crushed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you
Everybody's
crush,
coming up to
she
you,
thinks to
yeah.
herself, I just scored.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one's found this guy yet. I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hitch my wagon to him.
Yeah,
But if you did okay, she doesn't know if you're going to be successful or not. She doesn't
Right.
know you're going to be the Chad you are today.
exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's got
Dude,
to
thank you.
ride it out.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you think of that teabag bit?
What would you have done if she started giving you advice on that? Like she came up, she's like, "Hey, I like the set, but the teabag bit, I feel like it'd be a lot better if you did X, Y, and Z."
He'd be like, I don't like your calves. You got to bounce.
Yeah. That's out of here.
Yeah.
Your calves are mid.
Time
Yeah.
to go.
guys are mid, yeah,
Time
yeah.
to go.
Yeah, why don't you take the stairs right there? Work on it.
Take the stairs.
Yeah.
It is tough.
Hey, Sherman's a true stoker. Because Sherman's been trying to implement paintball
Oh, you have?
with the squad.
Dude, it's fun,
we're all about it, but
dude.
he just always just brings it
And
up.
I
like,
will
hey,
say a lot of paintball talk. I said this in the last show because Sherm was bringing it up. I've only been paintballing like 1 or 2 times in my life.
It's fun, man. You're a big target, though.
that's what
You're
we're
out
trying to
But
tell
I'm
him.
mobile. I'm nimble, dude.
You are.
I
That is
can-
true.
I can move a little bit. Maybe not. No, I did not say that.
No, Taylor was
No,
saying
no, no.
we should
I
go
was saying
up
we
against,
should
like,
go
a special
against, like,
force.
a
I'm like,
SEALs.
bro, paintball.
I
We
knowing
don't
good and
wanna
well
do
we would
that.
lose.
Yeah.
It was funny growing up in Southern California. We were right by Camp Pendleton, and so the myth was, which in hindsight is so untrue, because like kids would have their birthday parties at paintball. Pendleton, dude, we're going to Pendleton, dude. The Marines paintball there, dude. In hindsight, it's like no Marines paintballing on the weekend. They're like out at the bar hanging
Right.
out, or like
Yeah. Hey, we
anywhere.
just worked 5 days this week. You want to go do the same thing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're anywhere but the base, but it, like you thought every adult on the course was a Marine, dude. It's so funny.
What is
Look at
this?
that shot.
Oh, I thought she had a harness on, like she was in the air suspended, like being thrown around. But that's just vertical.
See, this looks cool. This is like a classic Varsity Blues. Like the angles don't add up for football. Like like when you see the filmmaking of the football, like guys are tackling at a downward angle, like line sacking. This is an inefficient paintball move by this lady here, albeit sick.
Yeah. Dude, that's my wife. Wow.
Yeah, paintball would be fun. Paintball would be a good time.
Paintball is so fun. Yeah.
When that paint's flying and you are against a good squad, it is pretty terrifying.
See, I've never been in a situation where my back's against the wall against a good squad. I was just playing against other football players,
Yeah,
and they're bigger or the same size as me.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So easy just to peck them down, no
Oh,
problem.
yeah. What position in football would translate the best, dude? Because these guys are pretty good athletes, dude. And the finger speed, your Barber,
That's what
dude,
I'm
could
saying.
get in there and just.
Your Barber's girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
not the barber, the
Yeah.
barber's girl.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be corner or wide receiver, right?
Is
Yeah.
corner the
Okay.
best athlete on the field? That's my theory.
Besides the left tackle,
Yeah.
I would say so. I mean, but you think pound for pound,
You choose left
pound for
tackle.
pound, big boys, nimble, moving, islands,
Yeah.
the whole thing. But yeah, corners are pretty solid.
DNs are they
Just
the
because
biggest
you're running
freaks?
backwards and you got to react, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And you're always undersized. You're going up against someone who's like 6 inches taller than you at least and 40 pounds heavier every single time.
Imagine standing there and strapping up against DK Metcalf just across the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
Bill-
AJ
yeah.
Brown wanting to, you're like a press corner. You're like, fuck, I'm going to have to butt hands on this kid.
Just having to go against black GI Joes all day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be tough. I
Dude.
mean, look at this.
That's intimidating.
Like if you're trying to get a job and that's in your crew right there. Wow. You're getting the job right away.
DK, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
DK's the
having a
That's a
man,
vibe.
dude.
Can you imagine having a rig like that? Like, what's your day like? You know?
Do you own a T-shirt if you look like that?
No,
No.
No.
You're going everywhere.
You're saving money. You're
You live
saving
in
coin.
Cabo and you just fucking
Chill.
Yeah, you
sunning
just
all
all
day.
stand on the beach.
Now he's going.
All
Is he
day.
going to Pittsburgh?
Built-in tan.
Yeah, he
he
just got
went to
traded.
Pittsburgh. I see
Yep.
you with your nose to
Some.
the grindstone
I'm
right
looking
there.
at some deal. Josh Allen's getting that money, even though he couldn't get a yard, dude. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Oh.
I'm a big Levis guy. I'm a big Levis guy, dude. Levis
Are
is
you a
my
big
dude.
Levis guy?
Yeah, I love
Big
Levis.
mayonnaise guy?
Levis is jacked. Pull him up. Miles Garrett. He just signed a huge ass contract.
Look at
Look
that
at
huge ass
that.
contract right there.
The Steelers
Oh, yeah.
are closing in on a deal of bringing Aaron Rodgers.
No,
Steelers
don't
closing
do
on a
it.
deal?
It's
Aaron
not
Rod-
official, but they're
Are they really?
on the deal, like, after-
Yo, that's going to be
Steelers are
huge.
contenders.
And Spillane got announced to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Spleezy going
dude,
back to Braves?
I saw Spillane this weekend.
Did you really?
Yes.
Let's do ours. Let's
Do you
ours.
guys think really Rodgers and the Steelers is a good move?
Yes.
bro.
Why?
Yes. Yes.
Do you see what he did last year?
Yes.
I mean, his last 6 games was pretty sick. But is
Okay.
it going to be annoying? And then he's like, "Oh, let's get Adams to the receiving room now." And then you've got DK.
Adams
You've
is in
got-
LA now. He's going to
He's
the
in LA. He's with
Rams.
y'all.
Oh, he actually did go to the
Yeah,
Rams?
2 years,
Okay.
$46 million. Aaron Rodgers is a stud. There's no doubt about it. And now he's
Yeah.
got Tomlin as a head coach. who's
Tomlin's the
going to
man.
Take the car keys and go ahead, do what you want. Yeah, George Pickens, you got Najee Harris, and you got DK Metcalf with a decent offensive line. Boys are going to cook this year. And Arthur Smith is their OC. Come on.
Did you guys have Josh Allen on the pod?
He sat right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
He seems
you-
like a cool.
I
dude.
do love
Yeah,
Josh
He
Allen,
is.
dude.
Talks about
Yeah.
getting
Oh,
blacked
I
out,
don't know.
Playing golf.
I don't know, bro. He
Hey,
couldn't
but
get a yard, bro.
I'll say
But
this.
that-
Josh,
get a yard.
Josh is the man, but that bar you said about get all that paper but couldn't get a yard, that's a good bar. That's a good shit talking bar.
He got a yard, bro. The
Do you
refs
think so?
screwed it
The
up.
refs-
Yes.
Yeah.
Camera was off.
Shout out Drew
Here's what I
Tranquil.
mean. You need to
Drew
get a
Tranquil
yard and
getting-
then some, dude, if you're getting paid that much dough, dude. Get a yard and a half. Fucking come on.
The arm.
Push
Way
it forward.
down.
Make it, you know what, like they say in comedy, it's what Steve Martin said, you got to be undeniable. Make it undeniable.
Make it
Although this is
undeniable.
he's not the only one doing it. It's a lot of guys involved here.
A lot of guys.
But
That's okay.
Josh Allen, I'd say
Yeah, he did get it.
He'd be about the Stoke.
Yeah, he
The
seemed
first
like it.
pod he was on, we had to call a bow time. Actually, we interrupt this episode with a bow time timeout. Listen, if you're a fan of chicken and waffles, but always feel like it was missing a little bit of bold Cajun flavor and sweet bowberry goodness, then it's your lucky day because Bojangles, the new chicken and bowberry waffles, are now available. It's the bold Cajun filet you love, topped with bowberry glaze and sandwiched between two delicious bowberry waffles, and it's only available for a limited time. So go get Bojangles and order yours today. Taylor has a nice little way of getting some.
And I'll tell you what, the best way to get that is you open up that Bojangles app or order online and get 20% off your chicken and bowberry combo using code BUSSIN. That's BUSSIN. Available at participating stores 3/10/2025 and 3/24 through 3/24/2025. Try our new chicken and bowberry waffle. They're both sweet and savory. When I take my nose and I put it up to this bag, I'm not even looking at the product yet. I smell it. I got a big burst of berry. You can smell the sweetness, but then all of a sudden, right at the end of that scent, I'm getting myself a nice little Cajun tingle in that nose. The perfect combination if you're trying to mix chicken and waffles together.
Yeah, nice classic breakfast with a Bojangles spin.
Buddy, fantastic stuff.
Go get him today.
Unbelievable.
Back to this episode. Bow time. He had to call it bow time on the first pod
Uh-huh.
to go out and throw up because he pounded like 13
Oh,
old
wow.
fashions the night before because he was in town for I was gonna say Kittle Fest, tight end U.
Yeah.
What a
So
legend.
he's
I
one of
love
the bros.
it. He's the man.
He's I love watching that guy.
Pay him more.
He-
I changed my stance entirely.
Yeah, 330 million is not
Let me
enough.
tell you what, dude.
Yeah.
It's the whole 9 yards. Am I right? You don't need one
Yeah.
more. Come on, bro.
What'll
It's
be
the same.
interesting about Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers is last year when Russ came to the Steelers. I know like Tomlin was very instrumental in kind of helping shift the image a little bit with Russ. Like, hey, all the outside bullshit, you're not going to be doing any of that when you come here. I'm just saying that. However, I'm taking it in the context. I'm butchering that. I'm sure it's much lighter, but it'll be interesting to see how those conversations are with Aaron because Aaron does so many things off the field, like the McAfee show and everything else.
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca, but you know what I mean, just always talking in the media and everything like that.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think it'll stop,
I
but I
don't
do think
think-
that conversation was had because Pittsburgh's a way better organization than the Jets.
And Tomlin has a
Right.
culture. It's like a head coach
Yeah.
brings a
Yeah.
culture, and it's like,
I mean, he's had
Jets
Le'Veon
didn't.
Bell. He
No.
had Antonio Brown with the Pouncey brothers, with all these different unique personalities.
yes.
And I
He's
think
able to handle
he'll
them all
drive
gracefully.
well. Like Arthur Smith will do a great job.
Yeah,
gelling
Arthur's going to
them.
do great with Aaron Rodgers. Steelers contenders. Jersey Jerry's got to be happy right
Dude,
now.
that's a tough
Oh,
division
yeah.
too.
Oh, Jersey Jerry's great.
You like
always
Jerry?
a tough division.
I love Jersey Jerry.
Yeah, he's funny.
Him and Robbie Berger when he's like buddies with Rob. Do you guys know Robbie Berger?
I don't think I do.
Brilliant. He does Bob
Oh,
Does
Bob
Sports.
Does
Bob does
okay.
sports? Yes, I do know
Yeah.
Bob.
So when he was when he was doing like content with Robbie Berger, that's where I came hip to him. That guy's hilarious. Both those guys are great.
Yeah, Jerry's all time.
Jerry's all time.
Jerry's all the time. Well, this might be a loaded question. I don't know if it is. If you could play for any team based on location and vibe, what would it be? Because I always wonder about. I feel like I'd go to Miami just because I love Miami.
Miami's
Yeah, I was going to say,
that's a good
are we
point.
trying to
That's
take into
that's a good
account
point.
like the team too?
I
like
think maybe
organization?
just location and yeah. I think
See, location stuff, because you're talking about vibe, like something you want to represent that's like badass. Like
Yeah.
that's an easy answer for me. That's the Raiders.
right.
I think like
Yeah.
the vibe of the Raiders when they're at Oakland, or even now, like they've got like a bad boy attitude, and their color
Yeah.
scheme goes so hard.
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
But I don't know if I'd want to live in Vegas
Yeah.
full time because I would go broke. I would. That's my personality.
Yeah.
I love gambling.
It's fun.
What's
It'd
your
be a
game?
huge
Fun,
issue.
dude.
Right now it's baccarat. It used to be
Nice.
blackjack, but it was it's now baccarat.
I just became a craps guy.
Yeah,
I love craps.
you would be an all-time craps guy to hang out
Dude,
with.
my first roll.
That is vibe. That is everything.
yeah. My first time rolling, I had like a monster, whatever you call it, sesh.
Yeah.
My sister
Monster Run.
There we go. And then it was like 45 minutes. That was with my sister. She was teaching me. She's like, roll again. I was like, all right. And the guys at the other end of the table were like, let's go. And I was like, yeah, fucking, there you go, bros. It was
Yeah.
so
There you go,
fun.
brother.
Yeah.
It is the best, dude. When you get everyone around the cat, like you cheer for the guy. You're
Yeah.
on the same team.
On the same team, exactly.
it's
And
the
there's all.
best.
It's like a great sample size for society. Like you have all
Yeah.
these people, a group of people that are sitting there going, we're all in it for the one thing right now. That's to get this point. We're all putting on the come bets and all these different things. And then there's was it schmob?
Schmo, who doesn't bet
Schmo,
the pass.
and they go against you.
Yes.
So there's
Yeah.
one guy
Yes.
in there that's being an asshole. Everybody else is being a unit in a team.
Yeah.
And you just hope you can beat that guy's ass, man.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Blackjack's so fun too, though. If you're with the boys, you're all sitting at the table. If you can all roll up on a table, the best, dude.
Yeah.
Also a schmo scenario though. Someone can come over and then they're splitting tens, and it's like, what are you doing, dude? Get out, get away.
Right, unless that's the vibe. Unless all the boys are on board.
Yeah.
Good call.
Oh, sometimes you get like a stranger and you become like best friends with them. You're like, you're the best, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah.
great. And you go, do I hit? Do I hit?
If the dealer's showing like a 4 and you're holding a 12 and you're like hitting, it's like, hey, why are you hitting?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes they got to take one for the team.
Yeah.
I'll throw them a
About-
chip
something
sometimes.
about that vibe. Man.
Yeah.
Something about that vibe.
But yeah, Raiders or Dallas, I think the start would be sick.
Yeah.
Dallas seems like it'd be cool just because of the
That's a good
culture
one.
and then like it
That's a
seems like it'd
good
be cool
one.
to play for a team where it's like they're like it's an institution where it's like it's ingrained in the city and
A place that would have been great would have been the Chargers
Hey, look
when
who's
they're
calling.
at San Diego.
yeah.
Oh, he's calling you right now.
Josh Allen?
No, Jersey Jerry.
Dude, Jerry. Slow it down. Slow it
Oh,
down.
tell me he's on the show.
You're on Bussin' With The Boys. As a matter of fact, your name just came up like 4 minutes ago because it seems like Aaron Rodgers is going to the Steelers.
Where are you getting that info? Why are you putting out tweets like that? Face swaps.
I don't know what happened. What was the tweet?
It was a face swap with Tomlin and Rodgers.
He said, "Who the fuck is running your Twitter?" Is that not happening? What are you asking?
Is it happening?
I don't know. That's what Sherm in the back just said. He's like, "Hey, they're closing in on a deal with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers." Is that real?
What the
Who?
fuck does Sherm know? Listen, I wouldn't hate it. I'd like it. It'd be, I'm fine with it, but he can't be putting stuff out there to get hopes up.
Tell them to go to sportingnews.com. They have a live
All right.
free agency tracker.
So,
It says
sportingnews.com has a live free agency tracker, and they said what, Jack?
they're close to a deal.
They are close to a deal.
And there's also other notable people on Twitter who have been confirmed.
And there's also other notable people on Twitter too that have been confirming.
Hey, Jerry Taylor here. Why would you not like Aaron Rodgers?
Not that I wouldn't like him. It's just that, what is he going to give us? A year?
I mean, if you guys go all in on
Yeah,
1 year,
I mean,
it's
you
like if
could
you guys
win it.
you got to be pumped about them trying to put money into the offense, right?
Of course, yes. But I would love that connection with Russie and DK.
Oh, that's
got-
right. You
they
are
got- they
you
got
are
that
sussy for
connection.
Russie since day one.
See,
You
I'm
know
not
what I
sussy
mean?
for
I
Russie.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be very mad at Sherm if this doesn't happen.
Tell them
Okay.
to start Instagram for them.
Hey, what's the Instagram? What's the Instagram?
The same photo.
Oh, same photo. Gotcha. Who the fuck is running your Twitter? Oh, easy, Jerry. Easy. Hey, Jerry, when's Mr. Jerry coming out?
Sometime in May, I'll keep you posted.
Okay. All right. I love it. We love you.
All right.
And the boys, we got Chad Kroeger and Strider Wilson on the bus.
Love that. Enjoy, boys. Have fun.
All right. Love you.
Legend, dude.
Jerry didn't care at all. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, see ya.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Who
Dude,
the fuck is running your Twitter?
so he's coming out with Mr. Jerry.
Yeah. So Jersey Jerry, he's coming out with Mr. Jerry, a knockoff of Miss Rachel.
Oh,
on
nice.
Miss
YouTube.
Rachel,
I think it's gonna
Blippi.
be so fun.
Yeah, but your boy Prince,
Yeah. but
they're
I mean,
they're
look,
officially in direct competition with each
yeah.
other. So
Brady's
you got to
gotta
draw a
step
line
it
in the
up.
sand.
Mr. Jerry.
That's awesome, dude.
I can't enjoy both. Like I enjoy Miss Rachel. I don't
I
watch.
know.
who's it-
You're
who's it,
right. You're
Mr.
right.
A?
You can't enjoy both.
Is Prince Mr.
Yeah,
A?
Mr. A.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy both. I just feel like sometimes you got to pick one. Like you can't be a fan of the Red Sox and the Yankees.
Like I don't know if Prince though rolls out episodes
I think he just does. Yeah, he just
on
does like
YouTube. You know what I mean? Like full
videos.
episodes of
Yeah.
like kid shows.
Yeah. Would you guys ever run into the kid show world? I feel like you guys would do phenomenal.
Yeah, like write one or like
Like
acting one?
like a Miss Rachel type thing, or
Yeah.
Mr. Jerry that's about to happen.
like Blue's
Mr. A.
Clues or something.
Yeah, Blue's Clues.
Dude, I think I would rip it.
I think you would crush Blue's Clues.
Dude, that'd be sick. Be like, what are we doing
Yeah.
today?
Be the
kids?
original Steve. Is it
Yeah.
Steve?
Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like Steve, but then he got hooked on crack. At some
I was gonna
point.
say.
I think it was
he
just
went down a
coke. I
bad
think it was
road.
coke.
Yeah.
Classic.
He did coke?
I think it was coke, not crack. Man, it
Yeah.
might have been crack.
I'd
I
be
mean,
so
they're
I'd-
like one of the same, right?
Yeah, dude. I think Blue's Clues. I'd be like, oh, you guys see this clue? Are you guys fired up? I'd be like, what is this? Like a fucking Oh shit,
We
dude.
gotta solve this crime, dude.
Yeah. We got. Oh, yeah.
There's so many clues.
Be like, what up? Be like, what up, Blue? How you doing? And Blue like barks. You're like,
Yeah,
sick,
same
dude.
little pop
Yeah.
every single time, man.
Dude,
Yeah, that's a good show. I never thought about that.
That show is an elite show. Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, but then their kid's Paprika.
Yeah. I mean, I might DM
There's some philandering
Nickelodeon.
going on in that relationship.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I
Yeah.
might DM Nickelodeon and just be like, what do you guys think?
Is it time to bring it back?
Yeah.
You would do so great at that. That would be elite.
What's up,
But
kid?
also the drawings. How's your drawings? Because I feel like anytime I
the-
saw Steve, the way he was like,
Yeah.
we found a mailbox, and he would do the mailbox in such a simplistic yet beautiful way.
Yeah, I do stick figures. It'd be tough not to draw dicks too, because
Yeah.
I'd realize it's like a kid's show, but I'm like, it's just hilarious drawing dicks.
Yeah, maybe just a
So,
stick figure and just a small little.
Yeah, just
Just
a
a
small
line down.
Yeah, you know, like
A
all-
stick
like
and a couple
all-
rocks.
yeah, like
Yeah.
all those like kids movies. They have little like hidden gems for adults, you know, like sort of
Like
like,
Disney,
hidden, like
yeah.
I just have like a dick and like every
Little sexual
Yeah,
innuendo.
you would
Yeah,
not be
yeah, yeah.
subtle about it.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah, but, like, this is for the parents.
Yeah. Look away for the kids. Just like the most detailed penis.
You,
picture of all time.
you write it on the screen too. This is for the parents, not the kids.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they can't read this.
3, 2, 1. All right, look away. Oh, yeah,
what-
it is a dick. That's for sure a dick. And they bring it back, and it goes back to something else.
We're like, bros, what's this clue? And it's just
Yeah.
a huge dick.
Bros, what's this clue? Yeah, an adult Blues Clues actually would probably be better than the kid show itself.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be awesome.
Adult Blues Clues.
Yeah. But speaking of dicks, you guys went on a journey of your lives, and that's to take away a small dong shame.
Yeah. I mean,
I saw your process.
Thank you. Dude. Yeah, it started with Strider actually. He got we were going on one of our weekly streaks, and Strider got shamed for having a small dink.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people laughed at me outside of a DMV. You know, people said, "Oh man, that tall guy has a especially small penis." I would always justify it to myself, saying I have a taller frame, so therefore maybe it makes it look smaller. Turns out it's a double negative. Just some tall body with a small weenie. But then my boys were like, "Dude, let's end that small dong shame. That's just something I can't control. This is the wiener that I was given." So, and it's made me develop other lovemaking moves. So it's actually been a benefit. You know, now I'm T-darting. Now my wife can pick me up. She can do all sorts of moves on me that I never even thought of. And
They do reverse 69.
reverse
Standard.
69.
Nice.
Legit.
Is that where you're on top?
That's where my wife picks me up, flips me over, and we go to town.
Oh, so starts
And then we go to
headbanging.
town. Yeah, we go to town.
Kind of like Metallica or something like that while it's
But
playing.
oh, dude, we definitely, our lovemaking music is definitely like Rush, heavy, just double foot pedal always when making love, dude. None of this, easy listening. But this was the biggest, dude. There we are, ending small dong shame.
dong merch.
You guys got permits, and we
Yeah.
went around Los Angeles, is downtown LA.
The route was in the shape of a dick.
Was it?
Yeah, if the helicopter was watching, it would see. Yeah.
That's the kind of detail people don't understand sometimes.
Yeah, and it's Bill Maher covered it.
Really?
He's like, here in LA, we had a small dong march. I try to do.
Yeah.
Kyle Dunnigan does a great impression. I
Oh,
can't.
his
pull that
impressions
up?
are the best.
Yeah.
Let's live in the small dong mindset for a second. That had to have come with a lot of pressure.
Of course. And I played volleyball in college and through high school, and I've always been on teams, and I've always been in locker rooms. In locker rooms, look, there's etiquette. You're in the shower, whatever. Hey, how's it going? Eye contact. But you're clocking. Everyone's clocking. each other.
Everyone. That's been a
You're
big thing on this
clocking.
podcast.
Yeah.
Everyone meet peaks.
Of course. And there's like 20 dudes on a volleyball team. I was always bottom 18. Always bottom 18.
And that has to be tough too, because your frame, it's like this dude obviously has a massive piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, you're kind of like a lanky tall guy.
Yes.
Got a little nose.
Mhm.
Got a little nose on you to be like he's working with a pipe down there.
Yeah.
A guy with that frame, Taylor Knife. We
Yeah.
see you.
I
you're like,
pride
you know, he's
pride
got
myself on
Yes.
being in a locker room for most of my life and understanding what the body frame is for a big piece. And you would have tricked me.
Exactly. And imagine my wife when
Yeah.
we first made love. And she's thinking to herself, I'm going to get myself not a nice little treat, a nice big treat.
Yeah.
But now my wife loves me. She says my wiener's fine. And that's nice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
How long did it take her to get to fine? Was it immediate? Was she
Took
always
me-
body positive, or was it tough?
Took me 13 years to propose.
There's a reason.
Like, are you somebody that has to get under the covers first and then take your boxers off?
I'm a lights off guy.
Wow.
I'm a lights off guy, candle, mood, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good way to kind of distract from
My-
anything you don't want them to really notice.
Correct. My wife comes in the room. She says, turn the lights on, spread them. you know, that's what she
Get
said.
in the
Yeah, I want
starfish
to
position.
see you.
Brave of
Yeah.
her as well, though, too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
And I'll wear a thong, Carhartt, but still a thong.
Yeah. It doesn't chafe?
Oh, did they make good quality stuff? But the way we move,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
A lot
The
of chafing.
nerves for your first time had to be high. You
through
got
the
a
roof.
picture kind of like the Notebook where they're standing there in front of a fire and just going one article at a time. And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm scared that you're not going to be okay with this. And she just like lets them know like you're in a safe space.
Yeah.
And just,
What is that's Will. Yeah. I think he looked good there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was a vulnerable state for me as well. Tom Brady posted a photo that was very similar, so I had
Oh, nice.
Let him know.
to show him what a real alpha looked like.
That is.
I gotta say, Strider, you carry big hog energy though.
You do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that a downfall
Yes.
to have such big dick energy?
It's a compensation.
Yeah.
I would like to just be myself. Right now, I'd like to still be curled up in my hotel room.
Taking a nap.
Pushing the
It's too
podcast
early.
back.
It's still
even
too
more.
early.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to
get
just be
that.
doing that, you know? I'd like to be at the
He's texting
coffee.
Chad. He's not ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's my true nature. I just want to shell up, dude. But
You just got to fluff it all day long. If there's like a weird thing I do that people don't necessarily know about, is I'm always like fluffing myself throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
got it.
people
Like
know
right
this.
now,
Oh, is that
I'm
like when you
very
give
like
yourself
I'm
a
very
little blood?
nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
noticed
give
when we met, before we shook hands, you were like,
Yeah, like God, fuck.
yeah, you did come up. You're like, dude, what up? You just hit
So-
adapt us a little bit. Like, give yourself a little blood down there, which is, I get it.
Yeah.
You want that.
my small dong journey was kind of a rude awakening because I played water polo, and I did it for the tan and to show off my bulge, because I thought I had a good bulge, and so I played water polo, and then my first match, like I invited my crush. I'm like, because my plan was to have my crush see me, she see my bulge, and she'd be like, okay, you're the guy, and but then I didn't realize that I had a pointy bulge. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
It's where the shaft rests on the sack
Oh,
instead of
Yeah.
wrapping around.
Called that a bird's nest.
Birds, yeah,
yeah.
It's like a little tent,
Yeah.
and she bailed at halftime.
No.
Yeah, and I was like, bros, what do you think happened? They're like, it's your bulge, man. It's
So-
pointy.
So you thought your greatest asset ended up being your greatest demise.
Yeah, it's like I was just everyone was just so nice to me growing up. They're like, yeah, dude, you got a solid piece. But they were just that's the downside of being too nice is like, I had all this like kind of false reinforcement where people are like, yeah, you got a fire piece, and yeah. And so I'm laughing because it's so traumatic.
it's tough to deal with, dude. That's tough to deal with. This is brave of you.
Yeah,
Dude.
and then like my buddy who was like a straight shooter, he's like, look, it's your bulge. She bailed because your bulge.
Let me ask you this. So if you guys are all about the Stoke, you guys are all about body positivity.
Yeah.
How do you achieve body positivity with your bros while also being honest with them? Because you never want to put your boys in a situation that you were in after
Yeah.
water polo.
Yeah.
So how do you tell them, hey, the bulge is not the thing that's going to get you where you need to go?
Dude, if you like, let's say you have a buddy who has a pointy bulge, and he's like, bros, like,
What do
give
you
me an
think?
assessment, like straight, how's my bulge? I'd be like, dude, honestly, the bulge is like kind of, it's not the best bulge, but your calves make up for it.
Mhm.
You find something else to
Reroute
reinforce.
the
Be like, dude, your
smart.
delts will for sure make up for that thumbtack penis you got.
It's beautiful. That really helped me. You would send that in a group text thread. We have a group text thread where we send like our weightlifting regimen for the day and stuff. And we really emphasize form on there. It's not, oh, did I put up these numbers today? It's like great technique. You got low on that squat. You got to 90 if you're just doing 90.
Yeah.
Other guys have different goals. So you'll put your goal and whatever that is, we will support you on that journey. And some goals you can't get it. I mean, you could get a penis extension, but we just said, take what you got and make the best of it. You know what I mean? These are the ingredients that we have. Bake the best cake you can
Yeah.
with what you got.
And it's like too, like when you identify that a bro is struggling with a small piece and you have one as well, you kind of break the ice with like, hey, I got a small one too.
Yeah.
And I know JP, I could tell he was nervous at one point in time, and I had to break out the story. Similar to you, Chad, I had to learn the hard way. I was in a locker room of my own back in Washington, and I walked in the shower, and Quentin Dunbar, I'll never forget it. I'm walking toward the back corner because that's where I'm trying to hurry up and get to before I take off my towel. And he's like, scrimp, there goes scrimp. And the whole team, I was on notice. And that unfortunately became my nickname. So I had to learn the hard way. I mean, I already knew it,
Yeah.
but it kind of really
to have your teammates.
You really get naked
Yeah.
Yes.
when that gets unleashed on you.
Yeah.
So it's always been it's always been a point of emphasis when I know a fellow bro's out there struggling with a small piece.
Right.
And you can tell there was telltale signs. Like I bought a couple chain necklaces.
Yeah.
When I would greet you, I'd say, "What's up, pussy bitch?" You know, like I would try to talk tough.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, that's not you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
I would rent convertibles. Dude, I went into heavy debt renting just convertibles.
Really?
He's a huge Corvette guy.
Just renting them.
Yeah. I remember one time he's like, one time too, you're like, what books are you reading? I'm like, like Holes. And I'm like, what are you reading? You're like, The Game.
Yeah.
The Game by Neil Strauss.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be like, dude, you want to go sarging for chicks? He's like, dude, we're both married. I'm like, yeah, but let's just sarge. Let's just get out in the field, I'd say.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
So,
I know.
But dude, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for being
That's a
open and
beautiful
honest
story.
For creating the space.
Yeah. You know,
You've created the space on our show.
a small dong can be.
There's an audience out there listening. Like, hey, I kind of got a small piece too. Maybe you can be a little bit more confident.
There's
now
at least a
moving
dozen
Yeah.
men out there right now wiping their tears
Yeah.
and saying feeling that they finally have been heard.
Yes.
They finally found you guys,
Yeah.
and they know they have support.
I mean, you've lost a bunch of weight. I'm sure you got a lot of growth with that. So guys that
It
might
was-
be a little bit more heavy set, like, hey, there is opportunity out there. It just lies in your discipline and your day to day.
Yeah.
If this isn't who you are.
I've lost 60 pounds, and I've definitely seen a change in my
Yeah.
piece.
Your,
But
your penis got bigger when you lost
it
weight?
did.
Yeah.
It's at least it
Yeah.
looks that way to me. It looks that way
That's
to
great.
me.
No, it
That's
does.
huge.
I
That's
saw
awesome.
you at the urinal.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, my boy really is doing it.
That's
People
amazing.
are going to
So
talk
we had
about his
but
face
there's
looking
also-
beautiful, how much weight he's
There's
lost.
also
But I know in
situations
my
too,
head,
like when
I'm
you try to overcompensate for that, because I mean, when I was in the locker room too, like offensive linemen, usually have what we call a button penis. When the foop kind of pushes out too far, and so that kind of just sets. It doesn't even touch the nutsack. So a lot of us have been shamed for such a long time, and to see like even any droop at all, I started to get overly confident myself, and I said some untimely things on a road trip to Notre Dame one time. Oh yeah, there was that bottle you right there, there. And I said something
was
about my piece. It was
self-sabotaging.
kind of like tough to put it in there, but I was trying to brag about my piece, and I didn't have to do that. It was an insecurity.
Yes,
It
exactly.
was an insecurity.
Because he goes, I can barely fit my piece in
Well,
this
it's not
wide
exactly
mouth.
Right.
This wide mouth bottom, we all just started, JP in the back.
JP
that's
takes his
cap.
hat off, puts it on my head.
Yeah.
And I knew right then and there, I sat in silence for the next 45 minutes and I was in total despair. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn. That's why you do those things. You live and you
Exactly.
learn. So I think there's a lot of offensive linemen out there listening to this story. And I just want you guys to know you're not alone. Like, you can lose this weight and you can be more proud of what you have. I'm still white. I'm still from Arizona. Like, I have all the things going against me. I'm not impressive by any means,
Yeah.
but I'm better than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
that's
dude.
beautiful.
And if you do have a button hook,
That's beautiful.
just change the verbiage.
Dude, yeah.
Change the verbiage to like an army helmet. That seems a little more masculine.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like more
A key-
military,
a
more
keyhole.
strategic.
A keyhole in the door that kind of
Yeah.
comes out a little bit.
A lockpick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Phoenix.
yes.
Phoenix penis is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard?
Yeah, it is. It's
There's something about the desert that, like, dehydrates.
shrimps it up.
Yeah.
It's like a raisin. Think of a grape. Think how full of a grape is.
Mhm.
You start to take the water out of a grape. What's it turn into?
Yeah.
Shriveled little raisin.
Exactly.
And so that's what happens to all my boys out there.
Yeah.
The army.
That's good
Yeah.
advice.
Charles Barkley said when he
Yeah.
played for the Suns, he's like, dude, my dink
Got smaller.
lost like 2 inches.
yeah.
If you got a
There's
tiny
I think per capita baggy shorts. There's more people that wear baggy shorts in Arizona per capita than any other part of the country. 'Cause of that.
guaranteed,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah. It's tough out there, man. It's tough, especially in Cave Creek, Arizona. Pretty much white. Pretty much white. Pretty much just baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Baggy clothes, cowboy boots. The boys are having a hard time out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're wearing basketball shorts and cowboy boots, that's a fashion statement.
That's a fashion statement. That's hiding something.
That's like my schedule today is jacking off.
yeah.
I'll be jacking off today.
Yeah.
Is definitely
Also, the super lifted trucks are a big giveaway.
huge.
Oh, yeah.
Big giveaway. That's always tough for the peace community.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You
I
can
have
tell.
one, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a lifted truck?
Oh, yeah.
Super lifted?
As lifted as you can get. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Monster
Ford
truck
Ranger-
status?
Ford Raptor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just small thing.
With extra lift or just Ford Raptor?
Ford
leveling-
Raptor
are we talking
extra lift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat muffler on there or exhaust.
Custom shocks.
Yeah, like that. That's literally me, dude.
Oh,
That's when I was told about my bulge, I did that.
Sometimes things you can't help.
Yeah.
You know, it's just part of it. It's just your makeup. That's how humans work.
Totally.
And
history's a circle.
We've created a safe space here. A good safe space for your bros too can be comms, but also that reminded me is off-roading. Did you guys ever go off-roading? Maybe in Arizona growing up, or do you guys?
We used to romp.
Dude, it's so much fun. Dude, you just rip it on a car or whatever. You take out your mom's Acura MDX or something like that. Not giving advice to any of the young kids to go do that, but if you have a truck that's capable, just go hit some dunes for a little bit, park, crack open an energy drink, and just talk. It's kind of the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
We're waxing poetic right now.
I had a really tough experience romping one time in Florida. I went down there. I was just started to date my wife, so it was like in a 2-week period, and she was invited to a wedding. Her ex-boyfriend was there. I met him. This guy's a real man. He was a professional wakeboarder. When I met him, he actually just caught a baby alligator in his hand. So already I'm feeling like the beta in the situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
The smallest man in the room.
Yeah, I felt like the smallest man in the room. I had a Ford Raptor. Had a leveling kit on it, spacers out just a little bit, real nice looking truck. These guys had these lighter body trucks, so they love to go romping. So like, hey, let's go. And I was like, all right, let's go, let's get after it. He gets in the car with us. He's drunk. He's bringing up, like inside jokes with Talon. He's laughing, and my truck got stuck.
Oh.
And then he gets out of my truck, opens the door as it's stuck in. I had one of those like step ups that kind of come out and down based on if the door's open or closed.
Oh yeah, that running board down there, yeah.
And he was taking a pee off of it, kind of bouncing.
Oh my God.
And it broke the step. And then he goes, this truck's kind of insulted my truck. It was it was the last time I romped.
Wow.
It was the last time I romped.
Safe space. Yeah.
Safe space.
Well, you guys take them romping, dude. You guys got to go
Yeah.
recreate
romping,
the
dude.
memory there. I think a good thing to do is any place you've been hurt, go back there and reconquer that space. Go back to that exact swamp, and either you romp there, or maybe you drop down, you do 20 push-ups. Maybe you just go reset the memory.
Or piss
Grab
on
some
the
ankle.
space. Piss on the space.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a great call. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Get a nice little perimeter, make sure there's no alligators around, grab ankles and spend 10 minutes there just soaking.
Then you start doing Blues Clues, dude. You're
Start
like,
doing Blues Clues out there.
what's this clue?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wow.
God.
Oh
This
my-
is, I tell you what, we're not done with this show, but this has been nice.
I love
you
this.
guys, you guys
Yeah.
are great. Yeah.
A lot of
yeah,
good Stoke in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pumped to come on. It's thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Were you guys aware of the show at all before you came? Or
Oh,
you just got an
100%.
invite and you're like, oh, we're coming.
Yeah. No, actually I saw you guys followed the podcast page, something like that. Where I was like, or one of you guys, I was like, whoa. So no, I've watched a few episodes before. I think I watched the Shane Gillis one. So no, I'm a big fan.
I saw the page. Whoa.
You guys were on my fantasy team.
For y'all show, like, do you guys, how often do y'all have guests on? Because a lot of clips I see like the three of you a lot, but
Yeah.
would you ever, is there a guest in mind that you're like, we got to have this person?
A guest in mind.
Like, who's your white whale?
Who's our white whale? Good question.
Bro, here's a hint for you right here.
Do Vin D?
Vin did?
Did Vin Diesel? Yeah, Vin Diesel.
If you got Vin on, that'd be sick.
Yeah, if we got Paul, if we got like a medium to kind of like,
If you could come back.
I'm sure Paul
Would be beautiful.
That'd be sick. Yeah, speak to him from the other side.
The
Paul.
Rock.
The Rock. Yeah, we're kind of anti-rock in here. Because
Anti-rock?
because he called Vin a candy ass, and we just can't.
You're not standing for that.
No, in terms of the
Family
beef,
over everything.
yeah, in terms of the beef between Vin and The Rock, I side with Vin. And I don't know if you guys caught in the Golden Globes, like Vin like tried to extend an olive branch where he was presenting an award, and he goes, "Hey, Dwayne," and that was like him like offering peace, and Dwayne, I don't even think he took it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. Roman Pierce, love Tyrese. He's
Yeah.
got a hibachi grill in his backyard. So
Really?
yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Little
man.
factoid.
How did you all become so infatuated with Fast and the Furious? What was the moment you knew, like, okay, this is the greatest show to you?
It was
all time?
for me. It was when I first saw it in theaters. I was like 11 years old, and I was with my brothers and my dad, and it was kind of like that moment. When you shift from a boy into a man. It was like that moment when Paul first hit the nos. I was like, dude, I'm into chicks now. And then we got Carl's Jr. afterward. So good. It's
Double
just that
Western bacon
memory.
cheeseburger.
Yeah,
The best.
Come on.
And just seeing Paul had such a good tan, such good flow. He was so cool under pressure, so much riz. So I think it was just that whole combo. It was like this is who I want to be. I want to be like Brian O'Connor.
And that was when Need for Speed was at its peak.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to play that.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah.
Man.
Being those drag races and then restarting every time you lose, you just knew the exact buttons to hit.
Oh, the best.
You just be gaming all day long on Need for Speed.
Were you PS2 guy?
PS2.
PS2, yeah.
PS2 is the last PlayStation I was on. Then I went to Xbox.
Yeah.
Then I found Red Dead.
Red Dead's
Red Dead
amazing
1,
game.
yeah.
Yeah. That's if I could ever meet a real human being or make a person a real human being, it'd be Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, I can't believe that they got to make a movie out of that or a
Have
show.
to.
Like
Have
all the
to.
best, like what's the HBO one with the mushrooms, and then Fallout
Last of Us.
Boy, Last of Us, and then the Amazon one,
Fallout Boy.
That's
Great
a game.
band. That's a band.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
Fallout Boy.
phenomenal band. Yeah.
Yo, what's the movie?
Fallout. Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fallout Boy.
Fallout Boy's great though.
They are sick.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite genre.
they're
My favorite genre of music is that music.
It is a great, because we're kind of around the similar like age, like when this band was big.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Perfect.
34.
33.
35. So
Nice.
we're there.
We're all there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this to me the greatest band of all time is Blink-182.
Blink's amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
Can't
Yeah,
beat
bro.
Blink. Can't beat Blink.
I saw Angels and Airwaves. I've never seen Blink though. I've seen Angels and Airwaves.
Really?
Yeah.
Blink-182 came here. They played at Bridgestone. I'm not a concert guy. I've never been a huge concert guy, but I was like, we got to go to this. A bunch of the boys, the Predators, hooked us up with a suite, and they started to play. They came out to Anthem Part 2, and no joke, felt myself about to cry. I had to take a step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to get away from the boys a little bit because I was like
Be in your space.
so much nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Angels and Airwaves too, though.
They
So
have some
good.
bangers, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that'll just take you down memory lane with high school.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, exactly, dude.
I saw Blink at SoFi, and we were like, and when they played What's My Age Again, all of SoFi was dancing. It was wild. It was because just the whole stadium was just going nuts, and it was,
Just
they're the best.
Dude, just listening to I Miss You, dude, driving home after
Oh,
talking to zero chicks
dude.
at a party. Just
I miss
So
you. I miss
good,
you
dude.
live.
Oh, you saw.
And he's like, where are you?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, dude.
It's the best choice to sing like that. Like, it's
Yeah.
such an interesting way
know.
that's
Just
like.
peeking at the rearview mirror like you're in a music video.
Yeah, looking at the window for a little too
Yeah.
long, even though you're driving.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably should get look back at this road. It was it's and they had like such good bad jokes in between their sets
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
where they
that's
would just
nice.
tell like shitty like like teenage boy jokes, poop fart jokes,
Yeah.
and then they go back into the next song and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was an amazing experience.
Oh,
They're awesome.
Fart
Yeah,
jokes
I
are
was about to
grown
say.
man jokes.
My fault.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah,
I didn't
I know you didn't mean it
Listen,
by
I'm not
it.
trying to disrespect you.
Yeah,
Not on
yeah.
this show. Not today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow maybe, but not today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in this moment.
But Strider, Fast and Furious for you. When did it take you by storm?
I think it was just I loved it at first sight. Like I was like, this movie is a banger. I think like number one is legit an amazing ass movie, and it's like basically Point Break, which is also an amazing ass movie. I remember staying home like watching. Because I have siblings, and like my parents would go out for dinner on Friday night or whatever. We'd stay home and watch whatever's on TV, in like TNT or AMC. And Point Break was on one night, and I remember like we all discovered it together, and we're like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. And then Fast and the Furious, watching it just brought back those memories, and what a great like subculture of street racing. And then, dude, like, I mean, number one is still by far in a way my favorite. There's a few duds in the series, but like, just the fact that there's so many, and just the whole culture of it, and then bonding with the bros.
Yeah.
But
It's like it
was
started
just-
to shift when they became like superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some stuff. Like
One
honestly,
and two are you can't really beat them.
1 and 2 are amazing. Honestly, when The Rock shows up,
Yeah, dude. I
When
tried
The
to-
Rock shows up, it goes downhill is what you're
It
saying.
seems like their beef too is like all like contractually.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
losing in scenes or who had
Exactly.
more punches.
Who has more punches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of hilarious. I think
It is like a funny beef.
like they
it's
have to
real.
win for the same amount of time, land like the equal badass of a punch. in
Right.
scenes.
Like
It's
if
hilarious.
Vin loses a fight, he has to lose a certain way that doesn't make it seem like The Rock just dummied him.
Yeah.
That's why those fights are the way it is. Like punch for punch in the contract. That was like a
I know
dispute.
about the contracts. I don't know about the fights. To be honest, safe space, right?
100%.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is it okay to be? If we're in a safe space,
1000%.
We're not going to judge here.
You can do
Sure.
anything you want.
We're not gonna judge.
Just say
Don't
it.
judge.
Just
You haven't seen it.
I hate Fast and the Furious.
oh, dude.
We can't judge.
I'll take.
I can't.
Dude, the boy,
I
the
can't
boys are
stand
on
those
board.
movies.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody. You were batting 1,000.
I
This
know, the whole
time,
time you
this
guys
guy's
are
awesome.
talking.
I want him to do what he did to you. Become my friend. I want it.
Yeah. Oh, you've took so many
You know?
FaceTimes. But, dude, yeah, here's what the problem is. I went.
Wow.
I'm always the guy. I gave a little sample of this with Severance. I'm never like on time with shows. I'm never on time with movies. Very rarely do I go like to like the weekend premiere of something or like stay up to date. I think the third or fourth one came out, and I went with a bunch of my boys to it, and there was a scene where one of the guys gets hit head-on collision, flies across the highway, lands with his back into a car, stands up, dusts himself off, and keep walking. I thought,
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
You don't
I'm
think that
done.
could happen?
I've never. I want it to.
Yeah.
I want it to
that's
so
the-
bad. But you also have. We have Twitter now.
Right.
I see how people get bodied just on basic hits,
Yeah.
What is that with Twitter? It's like every time I pull up Twitter, you see someone die. I'm
and you
like,
have to
what
watch too.
the- Yeah.
you
It's-
gotta
it's-
watch.
Fast and Furious. It taught me a lot. The first one, I tried to talk to girls the way Vin does in the first one, where I'd walk into like middle school. I'd be like, "Hey, Janelle, what are you doing? Yoga?" And it worked, dude.
It did,
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
man. I'm honestly, my back's sweating a little bit from telling you guys that. 'cause
Dude,
it's-
that's
doesn't
a
matter.
good,
Cool,
honest
cool.
take, dude. But you are
Yeah.
right. Like when The Rock stops like a torpedo with his arm in one of the things, there's like a torpedo on ice, and he like redirects it with his arm.
And when they're just all fighting on the plane.
yeah.
Yeah.
that is crazy.
But
that is
the disappointment is that it sounds like you saw like 4 first.
Yeah, and then
You didn't have
it
the culture
rerouted
of
me
1
so
and 2,
much that I
yeah.
really haven't seen one
So
of them.
you
all the way
haven't
through.
seen 1 or 2?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch.
But here's the
gotta
thing
watch
too:
one.
is like
Number
I
one's
watched
good.
that scene and I was like, "This is ridiculous." But then I'll watch Jason X when Jason gets, he's in a
Yeah.
cryo chamber and he wakes up in space and kills 50 people. I'm like, this movie is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
It's a different
yeah.
sandbox, though. This is
Yeah.
the different. Yeah, this is
different- it's a
supposed to be
different area.
reality. Number one, dude, I would say if you guys have like a dude's night, just watch number one together or something like that. You might like that. It might.
Doesn't matter if you win
It's
by an
tough to-
inch or a mile.
Winning
Winning is winning.
Dude, yeah, good quote.
It's the best.
I don't want to be braggy, but I went to the premiere of Fast 9, and Vin, he gives a speech before every movie, so he shows up an hour late. I was like, hell yeah, dude. He's wearing all white, sunglasses indoors, pulls up to the mic. He's like, "Familia," and they just start.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
What
Chills
was
up
your
the
reaction? Did you
spine.
cry?
I was crying the whole time.
Yeah.
Just waiting for him. I was like, oh. It just crying and hard. Yeah.
What a diabolical combination.
Yeah, yeah,
Tears
yeah.
streaming down your face while rock hard.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
dude.
that's like pure Nirvana.
Yeah, dude.
Crying with a Woody, dude. That is Nirvana. That is how you achieve enlightenment.
That
I think that
is-
is how
that
you
is
do
it.
it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And
All
that
these
could-
monks, dude. All,
Dude,
all they're
That's
just
what
fighting for
Rogers is
something.
doing when he's on this ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah. What's your take on ayahuasca? Would you ever do it, or have you done it?
I'm a baby when it comes to substance stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I like an IPA. I don't even like weed. I don't like it like
Like an IPA?
like that's about it. Like I don't know. But like if it did happen, it would be like with my wife on a retreat in Costa Rica or something. I would try. I just don't want to throw up or do any of that stuff. I don't like hallucinogenics. I'm a baby.
There's
I feel
nothing wrong
that.
with that.
I don't think I would do it either.
No.
I would flirt with the idea of doing it, but I think I'd probably push it at the end.
Yeah,
Like I mentioned one time I'd be interested in it, and then someone from Aaron Rodgers' camp DM'd me. Actually, it was a player, Poyer, who's done it with him, and he's like, if you're really serious, we're doing one like in March in Costa Rica, and I left him on red.
yeah.
Mm. That's where I saw it. I was like, oh, I don't know about that.
I know.
Because there's like different stuff too. There's like a frog poison you can do too, where like you scrape and you cut your arm a little bit, and it's supposed to like cleanse you. But you're just like
My
throwing up
thing
and
is like,
hallucinating for an hour
what
and a
are
half.
you needing out of that?
I don't know.
That you couldn't do it some other different ways, I guess. I
Right.
don't know.
It would be
Yeah.
bonding with the big sell on me on that trip is like, oh, I get to go hang out with some dudes. Like that would be fun. Like let's skip the whole other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just have dinner.
Just get a fire pit and hang out.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just
Yeah.
talk. Let's roast some mallows. That's,
Yeah, like instead of paintball in this quarter, let's go hit an ayahuasca.
Yeah.
trip with the
Yeah.
bros.
yeah. But maybe it's amazing. I don't know. I can't knock it till I try it. Would you do it?
I think I'd give it a shot. Meet mother ayahuasca.
Meet
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah.
The
See my
they
spirit
say like
animal.
you're never the same after that.
That's
like,
why
it kind of changes you forever.
Yeah, I worry about that because you hear that about acid. You'd be like, oh, that when I was younger, that would scare me from doing acid because they're like some guys change, and you're like, that's one thing that scares me.
Dude,
I don't think that was true, but like with this, yeah, I don't know, but I don't know. Troy had us do hape, which is like a Brazilian drug. We didn't really have a choice. We had him on our podcast, and the way you administer it,
really
is
have a choice.
dude, you just blow it through their nose. He puts like a straw up to your nose. You just dunk, and and he like blows it in both nostrils. I'm like, why both? He's like, to harmonize the brain. I'm like, okay. And yeah, there he is, dude. And
Dude, if you told me that was an unthawed caveman, like they found this guy in like the Alps somewhere, I'd believe you. If you pan down, he had like ancient tools, I'd be like, yes.
I think I'd try. If I felt ready, I think I'd do it.
How do you get ready?
That's what I'm saying. I'm never ready,
It's
dude.
a fight.
Yeah.
A fight.
But I
Is
respect
Troy
it.
also a hockey player? Like, what's going on with this?
That's his
Yeah.
son.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Arizona Ice.
The goon on the ice.
Oh, he's kind of getting it, huh? Oh, dangled.
Upper deck. Let's go.
Very nice.
That was nice.
That was silky. Athletic genes for Troy, man. Yeah, I've never been like not against. I've always been willing to try substances, but the ayahuasca and the hallucinogens,
Mhm.
never like mushrooms.
Yeah.
But I always like heard stories as a kid, being like some guy did acid, and then 3 months later he like cracked his back, and all of a sudden he like went into a
Right.
hallucination.
Yeah.
Like you hear like war stories like
Yes.
that. And it's it's a little too scary for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a bad trip on mushrooms once. That was brutal.
Yeah.
My buddy, like, this was like in high school. He's like, we had Oregon blue caps, which he's like, these are really potent. And I was like, sweet, because I did them once before and it was awesome.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I want to do that again. And I was like, how many do I take? He's like, just eyeball it. I was like, okay. So I just take a bunch, and it takes like 45 minutes to start tripping. We were gonna go to Chipotle first. So I started driving Chipotle, but I started tripping in like 10 minutes.
Good metabolism.
And so, yeah, dude, I pull out and I pulled back in. And then I was like, I can't hit Chipotle. And then my brother came home. My brother's older. I didn't want him to know I was on mushrooms. So then I freaked out. I like blacked out, and I came tied to a chair. My brother
they
tied me
knew.
to a chair because I was freaking out too much.
Whoa.
I was like throwing shit. And then my dick was out. It was weird.
Nice.
I thought my brother, this is true. I thought my brother, he looked like Bart Simpson, and I thought he was trying to kill me. And we haven't spoken of it since. It was brutal. So that kind of scares me a little bit. I don't smoke weed. Like that's I don't know.
Yeah, just cost benefit analysis. Like hearing a story like that, like that's the downside compared to like what the upside is. I'm like, not enough. Not enough of an upside for me to
right.
feel a little bit dizzy for a little bit.
Dude.
Like I'm gonna feel a little dizzy for a while. All right.
I'll rip some THC now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get up in the clouds a little bit.
Yeah. Reroute the system a little bit.
Drool at the mouth.
Yeah.
Think about ice cream all night long.
That sounds nice.
Sneak into the pantry.
Yeah.
I know. Even when you try,
How many
like,
cookies did you
think
eat?
to yourself like, all right, I'm gonna smoke or I'm gonna do whatever, and then I'm not gonna snack tonight. But then you spend the next hour and a half thinking about like how many good snacks there are, and you have the house.
Yeah.
Your house is the one. Like Rue's gonna
Thank
have
you,
friends
man.
over.
Oh, yeah.
His oldest daughter's name's Rue. She's gonna have friends over, and they're gonna be like, we got to get to the Compton house. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have that type of snack.
You
in their
want to know what the
pantry.
key is?
What?
Trader Joe's snacks.
Oh, Trader Joe's rips for snacks.
Good call.
And
The
your
dark chocolate.
you probably got a good garage fridge. Do you have a garage fridge that's just stacked with like the best
I don't have a
Gatorades,
garage.
the-
No, I don't have that. That's. I guess I need to level up my game there
Yeah.
because I don't have a garage fridge.
Sounds like the next step for you.
Yeah.
Because you've definitely cemented yourself in my mind as like you're gonna be that guy. Like you
Oh,
wanna
yeah.
you wanna set up a good night, like let's have a movie night or something like that, it's probably at Will's house because he's already got the snacks.
Like, hey, I thought you said you had soda in the fridge, and then somebody's like, go check the garage. That's where it's all at.
Stacked up.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. It's a fight.
What are you doing on the Instagram, Sherm?
Oh, I was trying to find a picture of your garage.
You got a little weight room set up in your garage.
Yeah.
Real nice.
Little half garage set up right
Yeah.
now. It's building. We're stacking day by day, brick by brick.
It's kind of like, maybe this is common treaded turf, but I find that dudes and a lot of like among my bros that are homeowners now, the garage is their area of expression in the home.
It's a sanctuary.
Yes, like that's where their workout is. Like they have a TV in there. They almost like the living room is nothing. I would imagine they'd want to extend the garage into the house more. Like I want more garage in my house. Do you find that that's something that's going on out here among your guys' friend crew or anything like that?
Yeah, I think I aspire to have something like that.
It'd be nice.
You start peeking at different houses. What's the garage setup look like? Do we have a little guest area? Like where can you build out the sauna, the cold tub, the garage setup, the TV out there? So that way it can kind of be your sanctuary.
This is kind of a beautiful thing. Like this warehouse is kind of like that. Like you have this is like the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like one big, this place is one big garage.
Yeah, it is basically one big ass garage. Yes, awesome.
And we'll game it up in the stream room too. Like even if we're not streaming or nothing, it's like, hey, let's go get a game in.
Dude, is there
Black Ops 6.
Anything better than just dedicating a day to gaming? You're like, I'm just gonna game all day.
Maybe not.
Hey,
No,
I'll be honest. I'm with you.
I'm digesting that because
I just love the energy that was happening when you were saying that. To just be like, let's just sit here in this.
Because there's if you just get up one day and game and it just kind of pops up on you, that's nice. But there's something about thinking to yourself like, I have to get this many things done in the next couple of weeks. But that day right there, I'm gonna make sure the boys are ready, or I'm ready, or I'm just gonna have a whole day to myself.
Yeah.
Turn off the phone and get after it.
It's like
having days like that in general to me.
Yeah, it's like they're very rare, but it's like almost like I'd say like December 20th. You're like right before the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You're not with family yet. You're kind of off work. I can dedicate a day to just teabagging noobs.
Yeah.
It's the best thing. But I'm kind of in the same boat as you where I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I like to make sure I've gotten everything done so I'm in the right space for it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to go tie one on tonight with the boys or do like a Vegas trip, like I would have, like, that's where I think maybe a bad trip comes from too, if like I'm worried in the back of my mind or stressed, I got something coming up. I want it to be after the thing as like the reward or the treat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the move.
You know, you put your work in for the week.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why December makes sense. You just put a year of whatever behind you, productivity, whatever. And then holidays are coming up. That's looming, but that's your personal time. I think that's it.
You put on a
Now
Santa
you brought up
hat.
December 20th and you said right before the holidays start. What's your take of when the holiday season starts?
Oh man.
Good question.
That's a great question. I mean, I would say it gets put upon me by my family like in August. Everyone's like, where are you going for Christmas? Where are you doing Thanksgiving? Where are we doing like in August? That's when the planning begins, which I'm like,
when does here's a better question. When does your spirit of the holiday season start to come alive?
Dude, January 2nd. I'm always in holiday season.
Always in holiday season.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you spread the stoke? You can't just like pick and choose your time. You have to either buy in or not.
Yeah, dude. I'm like the Santa Claus of Stoke, dude. I'm just always I'm like, hey, do you guys want to make fucking gingerbread? And they're like, it's February. I'm like, yeah, you know.
it is nice to do a Christmas in July.
Christmas
like
in
that.
July, yeah. Holiday season for me starts at probably right after Pearl Harbor anniversary.
Yeah.
Mid-April.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was a big turning point in our country's history.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Were you hoping to hear in October?
Yeah. I was hoping to hear that because you brought up December 20th and you said Thanksgiving, but I didn't hear one mention of, in my opinion, the greatest holiday. And that's Spooktober. It's Halloween.
Dude, that's what my fiance, we watch a scary movie every night, October. Do you do that?
He's built for Spooktober.
He's built for Spooktober.
I love it.
Built for Spooktober.
I love
Tell him
it.
the rules.
Okay, so Spooktober, 31 days of ghouls, goblins, and fright, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people want to wait till mid-October before they start getting the holiday season. To me, October 1 is Spooktober. That's when it's like the kickoff ceremony to all of the holidays.
Right.
You have a full month, 31 days of spooky.
Yeah.
Then you have a nice quick 3-week transition period,
Yeah.
putting the weight on a little bit. The leaves have really fallen. That weather's really starting to get cold.
Yeah.
Then you have Thanksgiving. And then finally between Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and Christmas, it's all holly jolly season all the way
Yeah.
through. It's
Mhm.
mint,
Yeah.
it's candy cane, it's peppermint, all that stuff. But Spooktober, it's like it's just about all embracing the spook. If you have to embrace it as much as possible. So every single day, whether it's for 5 minutes or for the entire day, you just have something spooky on.
Mhm.
And it could be Charlie Brown.
Mhm.
It could be, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Could be your slush. Could be some sort of demonic thing. Whatever your speed is on that day. 31 days of just feeling the festivities.
Yeah.
Love it.
Once a week, because you have 31 days. Once a week, get something in. Get an event in, whether it's going to a pumpkin patch,
Mhm.
hitting
Get
your local,
festive.
make it
Yeah.
festive. Go to a local haunted house.
Yeah.
Just stop by the store, your local
Pumpkin spice
cafe.
latte.
Get a pumpkin spice
There we go.
latte.
Yes.
And then we refer to it as Spooktober. It's not October, it's Spooktober. And then just
Get a little decor up.
Yeah, you gotta have decor up. And it could be
That's
small,
how
it
you
could be
embrace
big.
Spooktober all season long.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
me.
it.
I was a flag one year.
I love
That's
dude,
hilarious.
Dude,
Yeah.
I went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. You gone to like stuff like horror mazes? I love that
Like
shit.
cornfields?
Yeah, where like
cornfields,
like
houses.
scare actors will come
Yeah.
out and just like
Yeah.
it's the best.
It is
Chase
so
you with
much
a
fun.
chainsaw.
Oh
Yeah,
they choose
great
it.
opportunity to get a little
Yeah.
banged up too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Just a touch.
I-
Just a touch banged up.
Yeah,
too,
you're in
like,
public.
Yeah.
you're in public. You want to be respectful
Correct.
to all parties involved, but like getting just a smidgen of like, I feel way better. Like you said,
Yes.
that moment of being like, all right, that's nice. And then I feel like it's fully, you have to buy into being scared early on a haunted house. Like, it's fake,
Yeah.
especially get older, but that first person that comes around, give them a big scream.
Oh, I'm
I
a
feel like
big
it
screamer.
resets your CNS and you're
Yeah.
like, okay, now I get to be afraid for this entire 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It's energy. It's a performance. Like if you're
Yeah.
at a strip club, give the energy, throw the ones, have fun. If you're at a comedy
Yes.
club, laugh a little bit. What you give the performers, you're going to get back.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Halloween gets disrespected. I think Thanksgiving's getting disrespected by Christmas. I think Christmas has usurped everything. And I like Christmas, but like you go to Trader Joe's or whatever, Trader Joe's actually maybe does it all right with their, what do you call it? Spooktober decor.
Right. They get festive.
Everywhere else, dude, they're putting up Christmas trees in Southern California before Thanksgiving. You got to wait till after Thanksgiving to put up the Christmas tree, my humble opinion. So I love where you're standing from. I didn't see that coming, and I love it. I'm fully on board.
I agree with you on Thanksgiving too. It needs its moment.
It needs its moment. I was big, strong stance on like Christmas is right after Thanksgiving. Like the minute you finish whatever that last meal, that Friday, that's when Christmas starts. Now my wife, she is from Canada. Their Thanksgiving is in October. I would do away with that, but I've slowly been beat down a little bit, and now I've officially like October 31st, Christmas decorations are going up in my household,
Wow.
which I know is going to hurt some feelings in here. However, happy wife, happy life.
Amen. Amen.
I'm trying to get all the things done that you guys are getting done. And that stand up 69 thing, I don't know if my wife can pull that off.
Yeah, you got a big frame.
Big frame.
You're a big frame. Offensive lineman.
She's strong,
That's going to be.
She's strong. Yeah.
You can get there with the right regimen, the right training, right coaching. I think
Right
anything
stool
can
to
happen.
kind of hold on. You might have to do a little work yourself on a handstand.
But I just have I have to be like super relaxed to finish.
Mm.
I can't be
you can't be tense.
Yeah.
I can't be tense. I can't be holding a pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Like
mentioned
this like Kama Sutra stuff.
Yeah.
You see the books. First off, I don't have the flexibility.
Like
But second off, I feel like the strain that would have to take place everywhere else other than my midsection.
you just got to learn
It's
how
not
to.
for me.
You got to learn how to edge.
Mm.
Wow.
I can edge. I've edged.
Yeah.
I've gooned.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's like Kama Sutra.
Are
Teaching
you-
yourself how to
yeah.
edge.
You
hold
tantra
on.
And it's
guy?
also
I'm not very good at it, but I've read some literature.
Nice, dude.
you've dove
I
in.
can sense
Yeah,
that.
I've read some literature and tried a few times, just
Yeah, I
myself solo to see if I could get into the training.
Is
But I
there
feel
like-
like it's
feel-
pretty.
I could feel the chi from you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do feel like if you're trying to get to that level, you would almost need to pull like double days with yourself. Probably go 2 weeks in a row, double days to try and train yourself mentally
Absolutely.
before. Because once you start diving in, that's a whole different feeling. That's a whole different vibe. That honestly, I don't hang on very long whatsoever.
Mm.
You and me
You
both,
kind of have to
brother.
apologize afterwards,
Yeah.
or you just say, "Hey, well, I'll get there."
Yeah.
Right. Love
And yeah, mental preparation is more than half the battle.
Yeah,
Yeah. Chad's
Yes.
you're pretty you're very forward and progressive.
it.
in
I'm
your-
chock full of jizz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into semen retention when I was like 18. I saw this video where Jim Carrey's like, yeah, it's a secret to my comedic genius. And I was like, boom, I'm in. Nikola Tesla says the secret to his, whatever he did.
Made Teslas.
I don't really know what he did, but apparently he was a huge verge. So.
I think he did magic.
Oh, he did magic?
Yeah, it's magic.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Keith.
Magic's another underrated art.
Absolutely.
That doesn't get enough credit. Art,
Hey, we've
magic.
mentioned a few things. Should we kick off? Shout out, no free shout out.
Yeah, can I pee? I have to pee so bad.
Yeah,
right now.
please.
man.
Maybe I'll pee too while
Should we just go
do
get in a
this.
line and pee?
Take a 10 break. Yeah, let's all hold each other.
Yeah, let's go. No, the vibes have been high, boys.
Dude, it's
Oh,
been great.
dude.
It's been
Yeah,
fun,
yeah.
like kicking back, just talking about some fun shit, some
Yeah.
funny stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the best.
Just
dude.
bros.
It's the dream.
We're gonna do shout out, no free shout out. So ultimately, this segment is you just shout out anything you want to, and just
Something
bring
you
a good
appreciate.
vibe. Maybe you're
Oh,
pissed
okay.
off about something, but you want to shout out something within that story.
Right.
Like the video game one would be like shout out, no free shout out, like structured video game nights with the boys.
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
Where you get the permission everywhere, whether you have a wife, a girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Hey, let's do it at 9:00 after the kids go down, and everybody's locked in and dialed in on this specific date.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the boys show up. We ran a Risk stream where we played Risk. We had some of the boys that we played with back in COVID. They came in. They came into town just to get everybody together
Right.
late at night on a Thursday, I believe, 9:00, and we played Risk till about 1 a.m.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
that would be like an example of a shout out, no free shout out, or something small like
Yeah.
the water fountain, water getting cold in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Have a nice drive,
Yeah.
no traffic.
A legendary shout out, no free shout out is when the weather. Will has this one. When the weather breaks and you leave a water bottle in your truck, you get to your truck in the morning, you have cold water.
Oh, that's a nice
Like that's an
one.
incredible
Yes.
shout out, no free shout out.
Wow.
So we should probably start.
Go ahead, rip one.
I might have a couple. The first one that goes off. Shout out, no free shout out.
Got a little.
Shout out, no free shout out. When your kids make you laugh.
Ooh.
Because I think a lot of times, like my kids, I have 7 and 4, both girls, and I spend most of my day trying to make them laugh. Like, how can I get them to giggle or whatever? But when your 7-year-old comes in and says something that catches you off guard, that really makes you laugh, it's such a great feeling. My daughter woke up this morning, and she's been creating a village outside. She's been making teepees. She wants to live like the indigenous, borderline cultural appropriation, but she's really like dove into it. And I was like, hey, spring break, like, what do you want to do this week? And she goes, Dad, I'd love to work, but I got this village and I got to start this business now. And it just caught me so off guard about how she wants to like focus on that. It just made me laugh. And I was like, that is awesome.
Yes.
So just shout out, no free shout out when your children make you laugh for real.
That's great.
Oh, that's great.
That's a
yeah.
good one. That's a really good
That's a
one.
really nice.
Thanks,
and
guys.
so genuine. That's so genuine. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Very nice, very nice.
We got to have you guys on the bus more. It's
Very nice.
usually
Yeah,
not
yeah.
this good of a vibe. Yeah, usually it's a little more hostile
Usually
in here.
it's just usually just Jared tapping his nuts solo, dude.
Yeah.
Is it Jared? Who's the guy?
Yeah.
Jared.
Yeah, he's just solo,
Jared
just
Demon.
outside the bus beating his nuts.
Where's Jared at?
He's on the other side.
Oh yeah, dude.
We
fuck
keep
you,
him
dude.
locked on the other side.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
we'll unleash him after this.
Yeah,
Shout out, no free shout out. I love that shout out, by the way. It's like
Yeah.
Ruse learned she's seeing farting as a joke, and she laughs at herself when she toots. So let's have a nice toot. When Brad was over last week, she wanted Dad to come see. Like, she wanted Brad to pick her up. Brad picked her up, and she held the fart until Brad held her, and then she
Wow.
farted on his chest.
Hilarious.
No way.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And she was just
That's
laughing.
awesome.
My free shout out goes to Toothless in How to Train Your Dragon. The family, we do pizza and movie night on Fridays, and we got Rue on How to Train Your Dragon on Friday,
Fire.
and then on Sunday we watch How to Train Your Dragon 2. And my shout out, no free shout out, goes to that little dragon Toothless, like the arc that he's had in these movies, because I hear there's a third that I need to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. Maybe the best one.
To go full alpha and dominate the alpha in the second one, that class 10 dragon, in your darkest moment, when you do something to off, like lay my man Stoic the Vast to rest, and you kind of turned on everybody because the alpha kind of dominated you, and just when you're at your lowest moment, he needed his boy Hiccup. He didn't know it in himself, but he just knew Hiccup wouldn't give up on him, even though he turned his back on his tribe at that moment. Later in the movie, in the ending, when he takes over the class 10 alpha dragon, to know that Hiccup's just sitting here, hey, it's me, it's your best friend, it's your best friend. Then he just flips back and then gets on that little rock and then just starts pelting the alpha. And then all the dragons come behind him and they just rise up and take that dude down. And he becomes the alpha. I just feel like there needs to be a shout out, no free shout out for Toothless.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude, that's a nice one.
And yeah, you guys were, both you guys, like I know, have you guys all watched How to Train Your Dragon? I know you guys are high on it. Like awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
I thought 2 was better than 1. Taylor tells me that 3 is the best one.
I think 3 is the best one.
I know that's kind of why we started watching, because there's a
Who's that
live
song?
action coming out in a couple months.
Jared,
It's
come on.
money grab, dude.
Is
Yeah.
that Jared?
Yeah, we got Jared, if that's okay.
We don't need it
Yeah.
right now.
Not right now.
Yeah, he can sit out there. We'll get him on.
All right,
Let him say what's up. Let him say what's up.
All right, come say what's up for a second, Jared.
What up?
what up,
Oh
dude?
yeah, Jared Beast. What up, dude?
guys?
Dude.
You paintball? We were talking about paintball. You paintball?
Yeah, I like paintball.
Hell yeah, dude.
You can tell how he's the. Can you just tell a first introduction?
Yeah.
I think he seems chill. He seems chill, dude.
No, yeah, you're cool.
No, he's
You
chill.
seem
He's
chill,
a cool,
dude.
chill guy.
They were trying to say that you
Whoa.
What were they trying to say?
He'll see the
I'll
show.
see it in
He'll see the
within
show.
an hour or so.
he can edit it too. You can edit yourself.
You are you. What you doing here?
He's ready to.
He was
swing,
gonna
I'm
take
telling
you out,
You
dude.
said paintball.
He's
That was not
violent.
a good way to introduce
I told him about our
this.
bet.
Yeah.
You want to
Oh,
show me
yeah.
your progress?
I'm eating my healthy lunch over there right now.
What you eating right now?
Chicken, rice.
Dude, way to go.
The weakest
What'd you
bird.
get, Chipotle? Dang. Fuck yeah, dude.
Kid size.
Wait,
It's actually not. It's actually a good move, to be honest. You save some coin doing that.
$6.
Yeah.
wait. What'd you eat? What'd you eat for lunch?
A Chipotle kids meal.
What meat?
Chicken.
Well, that's a callback.
It's called that.
That's a
We were
callback.
saying that we
I feel
only.
bad. I feel bad.
Clip it. Clip
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You're a good dude. You're a good dude.
Oh, you're good.
Hey, hold on. Do you want to show them your progress real quick?
No. We'll have a 1 month progress at the end of this month. Let's go.
So you don't want to show them right now what's going on?
Have you written writing any stand up? Because you should. Writing is the key.
I did tell JP the other night. I didn't think about it. I was like, I think I might need to start prepping, but
But the goal
It's
is to
March.
get 6 packs. So, but if you start writing, that means you're thinking about giving up. You can't give yourself a plan B.
I've gotten a lot of DMs.
Talk
that
to
are
him.
like, it would be easier for you to come up with a good 30 minutes than to win this bet.
No, it's very hard to come up with 30. Actually, it's very hard to get a 6-pack and 30 minutes. Are you in your 20s though, right?
Yeah.
You can probably get a 6-pack.
Probably.
In your
And Blake
20s?
Canvas, like his body's like probably in shock right now.
Yeah.
First
dude.
time he's probably
Shock's a
lifted
strong
away.
word.
I mean, how much did you lift before this? And I'm
We're
not.
talking about the diet part.
Yeah, the diet part. But have
Oh,
you been lifting?
Lifting, yeah, it's in shock.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about my body's like normally eating like fucking brownies.
No. I don't know your dietary confinements before. I just knew that you referred to I can't get in the gym until I lose weight first. You were saying some crazy off tilt.
Go to Will's
language.
garage, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry to invite him over, but dude.
He can come.
I invited someone else to your house, dude. Dude, it's an open door policy.
Yeah, it's
dude,
open
you know?
door. You can come check out the garage. The garage.
You
only.
edit, dude. You can program a clicker, dude.
Just have the door
Appreciate you,
open.
man.
Garage only.
Legend, dude.
Good to
Great
meet you,
meeting you,
Shit,
dude.
you demon.
Legend. Dude. Shout out to Jared, dude.
Yeah.
Beast.
Demon. He's a goon.
Go ahead, Jared.
He's waiting for us.
Go ahead. I can see. I just saw you move over to the side. What'd y'all think?
He's a nice guy, dude.
He's a good dude.
You know, here's the thing.
Yeah.
What we say about schmoes too is every crew has their own crew. If he doesn't eat apex predators, that's all right. There's other dudes out there who eat chicken.
Yeah.
You know, you just find that crew.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's a good crew member, maybe just not this crew.
Exactly. Could be it.
It's like-
but
it's
also
like-
I think he fits. He fits here. He fits.
It's
Yeah,
like-
no, he's awesome.
It's like every crew too that just talks like everybody loves busting balls about everybody, but then when you see him, you just can't be mean to somebody.
They say it's
Can't
a
just
higher,
shit on
no,
them.
for sure. And they say it's actually if you razz people like and in your relationship, it's better for the relationship. Like light jokes and humor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Light
Jared, does your
razzing.
dad love you? Like, you can't hit him with that. You know what I mean? You just you razz him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great shout out, no free shout out
Thank you.
on Toothless.
Thank you.
Like he is,
I'm a big fan of his.
it's incredible. And just the third one too, like he just hits new heights. He does.
Hey, and when Stoic the Vast like sees old girl after like 20 years and she's all scared and
His
he's
heart.
like, what did he say? Like, you're as beautiful as when you left me. And just eases the tension.
And she was
That
she was so worried about him being mad about her leaving.
Yeah.
Because this whole time she thought he was dead. Or he thought she
and
was
he's
dead.
this big, masculine, stoic figure.
Right.
And he just hits her with that. Like, that's one of the 3 moments I almost cried in that second.
I think when you finish How to Train Your Dragon, the third one, that saga will become to us as Fast and Furious is to them.
Dude, it's
I don't know. I love Rocky.
True. I guess that's a fair point. Because Rocky is solid. But I also haven't seen all the Rockies.
Have you seen Creed's amazing. Creed is you don't like Creed?
So
the first Creed?
Love the first Creed.
The other ones are terrible.
I kind of stood on business with Stallone, with Sly, because he doesn't fuck with Creed because they didn't really want to include him. So I kind of stood with Rocky on that.
I respect that. And he created the whole thing, and he made sure that he was in it. He could have sold the script, and he had like $600 in his bank account, and he's like,
what a
"Fuck
story that is!" Bought his dog back.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Butkus, he had to sell his dog to help finance the film.
Wow.
It's awesome.
And then he
gets his
went
dog
back and
back,
paid like 5 times the amount that he sold it for.
Yeah,
that's a guy right there.
Yeah, I love Rocky.
That's a guy.
But Rocky's amazing. Rocky 4 is amazing. Creed is a great movie though. I do like Creed, and I think Stallone's acting is the best in Creed. I think his acting.
Stallone's
is
always
great.
somebody who's gotten a little bit better with every movie he's in.
Copland.
Yeah,
bro, fire.
Sam Darnold to Seattle.
How much?
3 years, 100 mil.
Whoa.
Good for
less
Darnold,
than everyone was expecting though.
I think you kind of didn't know because he had such a great year with the Vikings and kind of had some bumps in those last 2 games. You kind of just didn't know what his market would be, right?
Yeah, those last couple games I think hurt him a little bit.
Yeah,
especially with having that 1 year of massive success, but getting that bag is awesome.
Oh, big time! Shout out to boy Sammy D.
Puts the Titans even more into
and
like
it helps
what
Seattle because I really didn't know what they were trying to do for a minute. I mean, still kind of don't. You trade away McCaffrey, Geno.
Yeah, Sam's gonna have a hard time.
Seems like culturally they're trying to clean house a little bit. Maybe they thought that those 2 pieces weren't fitting in well, possibly.
Yeah, but you have a guy like DK who's that dominant for that long on a team. Like
but
he
you
becomes the culture.
You saw some of the sideline stuff that was going on throughout the year where DK was getting mad and he's putting on the headset.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a bad culture guy, but you just know the frictions that can happen in the workspace.
Right.
And JSN had a breakout year. They got a new number 1.
Yeah.
They got their guy.
True.
And I like that for Darnold. It's SoCal guy. Let's go, baby. Get him paid. Let's go.
You're a ball guy, huh?
I love football, dude. I love it. It's my favorite sport.
Chad, you a ball guy?
Dude, I became a fan last year.
Nice. Who's your teams?
Well, so my
like
fiance is a Raiders fan.
Okay. Love that.
And then I did something for the Rams. That's how I became a football fan. So now I'm kind of a Rams guy. I should be a Niners fan, but I think I like SoCal more. So
yeah,
I'm a Rams guy. But I'll go Raiders and Rams, but I love it, dude.
What about college? Have you thought about that at all? Dipping your toe in that world?
College. What's that?
USC.
I think USC. Yeah.
Trojans.
USC. LA's really football team is the Raiders, but USC was the team when the NFL left. It was everyone was USC fans. Of course, you have UCLA people, but yeah.
Yeah, I was always just kind of like I watched surfing, and I don't know. And my brother and I, we like my older brother. He's really into sports, and then my other brother and I, we just watched like Nickelodeon growing up, and then but then I became obsessed with football last year. So,
do you know Rick DeVoe?
No.
His son, he's a commentator on the WSL. That's all I had. That's it.
Dude,
that's the only thing I had for you.
That'd be a sick job.
Chad, you see your boy?
Is that you?
Yeah, it's your boy.
Let's go, dude.
Where are you right there?
Hawaii.
That's awesome.
Hawaii.
Oahu.
Nice. Dude, that's where it's like, are you in Turtle Bay?
Starts with a K. Koona?
Oh, North Shore?
Koalina? No, we went up to North Shore. What's that famous beach where you're watching the surfers?
Pipeline?
Yeah, Pipeline.
Yeah.
We went out there for a day. That was sick. It's like where they have like, hey, don't go out in the water if you can't swim. And everybody's just kind of sitting back on the beach, like up on the sand, taking photos, and people are just watching.
Yeah.
It is crazy, bro.
It's sick.
Like you hit this and you think when you're out there, you think you're doing something.
Yeah.
You watch the video and it's
you're
like,
watching right, a monster.
And I'm kind of asking old buddy, like, hey, is this where you surf? He's like, oh, no, we go up to North Shore. Like,
and North Shore, is that in Maui, that area?
Oahu.
No, North Shore is on the island of Oahu.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can just drive like an hour north, and you're basically at the north part of the island. Like you can cover the entire island in 1 hour.
In 2014 or like early 2015, we went to Maui with some friends, and then we went to Jaws, and like we were on this like tiny little boat while like right where the water like stopped breaking. It was just insane seeing these guys get on these skyscrapers.
It shakes the cliffs.
Yeah,
when the waves are big enough, like the cliffs shake. It's pretty wild.
That's wild.
Surfing is crazy.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, dude. We were at a UFC event one time and sat next to Kelly Slater.
Yeah.
And it was like, I mean, I'm not a big surf guy, but just being around him, I was like, this dude is all fucking time.
His tan is got to be.
Do you think it's bad or do you think it's natural?
Oh, all natural.
Yeah.
But it's like only Kelly Slater can have that tan. You know, if I wanted to have that tan, I'd have to hit the booth. But that guy is just all natural. He's a god.
Arguably the most dominant athlete of the 20th century, you could say. No guy's been on top of his sport longer.
And he boned Pamela Anderson in her prime.
That's cool.
Which is big.
That's clutch.
That's big.
Imagine his stroke too. It's
Is that
gotta have,
before or
like-
after Tommy Lee?
What's up? I think after.
Imagine his stroke.
That's tough.
too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Pamela Anderson when there's only a few videos to go to back in the day.
It flows. It's probably like swell. Like comes in threes and
Fluid.
then, you know.
Hey, check out this set.
Yeah. He just wait.
You just wait there for 15 minutes. Like, no one's coming very soon. Don't worry. Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh shit, a dolphin. But no, I started watching football. Like I've always been of all the sports I enjoyed watching football the most. But I became a fan like last year. And I was telling you that like I wish I'd been a fan my whole life. I just like it's the best.
It's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
It made you more perfect, in my opinion, dude. I love that you like football now. It's
I
so
love
great.
it. Yeah.
It's so much fun, man. And like, the NFL is crushing. Who do you guys think? This is hypothetical. Did a little what if? Do you think if the Niners were fully healthy, they would have beat the Eagles and gone to the Super Bowl? Or do you think it was the Eagles' year? No, this year. Like this year's Niners.
Nah, because they really didn't have that great of a year, right? I mean, obviously the injuries play into it. I thought you were talking to a couple years ago when it was a third string quarterback.
Oh yeah.
No,
that would've been
the
year.
Niners played the Eagles, and that's when Purdy like hurt himself.
Purdy,
And they were playing
then
like
the
with
backup
CMC
hurt
in the
himself.
back. Yeah, the backup did hurt himself.
Yeah.
I think that year, if they were healthy, they absolutely could have.
Yeah.
Because they were dominant.
I love
And
the
this year
Niners.
too, they didn't have a
good
lot
dudes
of
on the
like
team.
turnover. It just wasn't clicking this year.
Yeah.
Just wasn't getting it done. Kittle went off though. Shout out to boy Kittle.
Yeah.
Kittle's a beast, dude. I love Kittle, man.
Yeah.
And I love their uniforms, the 49ers.
One of the best
uniforms.
looking uniforms in football.
Yeah, you guys would
When the
thrive
sun's
with Kittle.
out.
I watched
That
Purdy.
red?
Beautiful. The red and gold combination.
Yeah.
Is
It's
just
a
elite.
gorgeous uniform.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went
Dolphins
to-
are sick.
I went to Rams Niners this year. Watching Purdy live was pretty sick. I
Yeah.
was like, this guy's legit.
Is he gonna get
I was
paid?
just-
That's what they're talking.
He
There was
did
a
get
there was a
paid, didn't he?
rumor that the first offer came in at just like right around $40 million a year. So it's out there.
Oh, that's right. He is. Cause
But
What
$40
do you-
million
what was
puts
he
you in
on-
like
what was he on?
top 20.
yeah.
He's so much money now. It's crazy.
What do you think of the Rams getting rid of Cooper Kupp?
Well, they just got Devontae Adams.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they just
wow.
signed
And they
Devontae
kept
Adams.
Stafford, yeah?
Yeah, they just signed Stafford, and now they got
Yeah.
Devontae Adams.
And they got Puka.
Puka
He's a
Nakua.
beast.
Puka's,
Kyron
yeah.
Williams is
Yeah,
a
Kyron
monster.
Williams is a monster.
The young defensive line.
Yeah.
They got some cats, man.
Dude, the Rams have done a good job staying good. Like they were like a rebuild year, and they got to the playoffs in a rebuild, like randomly.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Well,
McVay is a stud.
He is a stud.
Yeah.
He's an awesome coach.
Did
It was weird too. Like a couple years ago, they were talking about him retiring.
Yeah, he was like,
he was
gonna
talking
go
about
to
getting
India.
out. Yeah, like him getting out. Aaron Donald was talking about getting out. Obviously, Aaron did eventually leave, but he like played like 1 or 2 more years.
I saw Stafford in Newport Beach walking with his family. Good vibes. Seemed
Yeah?
like a good guy. Yeah. I
Did you
was
say
like,
what's
this
up to him?
guy- No, I was just like, oh.
He seemed pretty chill, dude. He's
Actually,
tall. He's like
it-
6'4". He's a big dude.
How's
Yeah.
his tan? How was his tan?
Tan was good. Beard is good. It was actually during my engagement party, or like, so I was like kind of like, I was like, what up? But he seems like a good dude.
Keep the photographers away from him.
Bro,
Yeah.
is it Stafford? Is it him that has that highlight where he's in Detroit where his like arm gets fucked up and
Yeah.
dislocated? Bro, that's the
Yes.
sickest.
And he's like
Comes
sitting
out
back
for like
there.
half of a play. He's like, I'm good. I'll go back in.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Or does he even go out?
He no, he goes back out there, throws a dart, they score and win.
He's like, it's out. It's out.
Yeah, and he's just like
Gangster
in
shit.
pain the whole time.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
That's awesome, dude.
But shout out, no free shout out, boys. What do you got for us?
I love the Train Your Dragon, dude. I watched that at Chris's bachelor party. We watched it on his bachelor party, do little shrooms, watch How to Train Your Dragon with the boys. Phenomenal. So I'm fully on that pick. Was on that train. I gotta do some shout outs.
Go ahead, rip a
Okay,
couple.
my shout out, no free shout out is this came to me from Will Angus told me about this. It's a little book, and I'm not a big reader, but I wanted to be a reader. Like this year, I was like, I want to read more. Mistborn is the book by this guy Brandon Sanderson, and it's like a fantasy series. Because I always try to read a book, and when I read, I'm like, I need to be getting smarter. You know, like I need to be reading Bill Bryson, which I think is good to read, but like it's a little more dense. This is just purely a fun story, and I think they're probably going to make a series out of it about like a badass girl who like it's all about it's this fictional world where you do like allomancy, and your powers are you use different metals, and so you like drink this fluid, and Mistborns can use all the metals. Some people that have powers can just use like tin or just use gold or just use like steel, but a Mistborn, you can use them all, and you're the most badass. And so she, if anyone wants to read, I won't give it away, but like Vin is her character's name, and she uses like all the metals and discovers this power within her to like overthrow the Lord Ruler, dude.
So
and
there's
like
going to
create
be
a revolution.
Your projection is that there's going to be a series and then probably a movie series.
They should do it. Yeah, it's got it written all over it. And even if they don't, like how they say, like I saw the movies Harry Potter before I actually still haven't even read the books. Everything in my life has always been seeing the movie first. This would be the first one where I'm like one of the dudes who's read the book first, and I want that.
You're like, oh, the movie
You
doesn't
want
necessarily
that? Hey,
encapsulate
movie's
what
good,
book
but the
says.
book's better comment.
I want to say that. Yeah. Like my boys who saw Game of Thrones who were like, have you read the books though? I want to be like, but have you read the books though? So I'm waiting for that.
I'm with you. And also Harry Potter books, dude. My daughter's
So
in the middle
good.
of it right now. We're on the 5th book, I think. It's been a minute since we read it.
Is that Goblet of Fire?
Goblet of Fire right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, right now they're at the World Quidditch match. And just go like, remembering the movie, but like watching the detail, because like, they're breaking down like all the different cultures of wizards that are like they're tailgating for it, and all the different tailgating things they're doing, and then they're walking into it. And it's like, I think seeing the movie first helped me paint the picture in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can't be like the book is better, but like seeing the movie, knowing an idea of what it's like, but then hearing the detail, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it is awesome. Harry Potter rips so fucking hard.
It's so good, dude.
Dude, reading those books as a kid, it was when the new books would come out. So it was the best.
When that first movie came out, I went and saw it, and I walked out of that theater like I knew I was a wizard the whole time.
Yeah,
exactly. You want powers, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, just we all love stories. The power of us. Dude, shout out stories. Don't you love when your boy has a story to tell you? In the locker room, dude, fucking never guess what happened last night or whatever. Or even an old story, like one that you told me, like when you used to not bust and stuff a lot. I'd be like, dude, tell me about that time.
Yeah.
I want to hear about that again, dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
just the power of it is the best thing.
That
That's why we love podcasts.
Yeah. Your first shout out was great. That was a phenomenal shout out.
Dude,
that was
yeah.
a phenomenal one.
Thank you, legend.
God.
That time not busting, dude, was wild.
The floor is yours, Chad.
Oh yeah, my shout out for shout. Okay, in the spirit of daylight savings, it's when you're with your lady, the light is still. It's like 8 p.m. and it's still light out. You're having a ribeye, maybe a ribeye with some fucking potatoes. I don't know how you prepare them. Maybe you make some like potato crisps, some asparagus. You get like a nice glass of like a Bruce Cura wine. You have a nice dinner when it's still light out, but it's late, and you're like, summer's coming. Then you cap off the night with Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, bro. Dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You guys understood, man. You guys understood it. That is unbelievable. Dark Knight Rises is such a great fucking
So
movie.
good.
It's so good.
dude.
Go ahead, McPherson.
Now is not the time for fear.
It's a two-part question, and they both are unrelated to each other. One, what are your thoughts on the Point Break remake? And two, what is the purpose of jewelry stores in airports?
Okay. Yeah.
Point Break
Chad
remake.
needs these answers. You saw him deliver those questions too.
Point Break remake. Complete travesty.
Mhm.
It's disrespectful to the franchise, disrespectful to Keanu, disrespectful to Patrick, disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
So whoever made it, where's the camera? Fuck you. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, what do they try to do? Like the Ocho 8 in that thing or something like that? The Osaki 8. The main guy's good, though. I like that actor, whoever plays him. Like, yeah, this guy's a good actor. I like him. But the
Handsome
script,
boy.
it very.
Oh, that's the Gladiator.
From
No.
Gladiator 2?
Gladiator 2.
That's not the same guy.
No.
Is it?
No, he's older because he's older than the Gladiator guy. The Gladiator guy's like an Irish guy. This guy's like an actor.
Oh, my bad.
It's all right. But airport jewelry stores, I think, are just for dudes who forgot to buy their wife something when they were out of town. They're like, I need to get something at the airport. Probably is my guess.
I want to meet those guys though, because I'm with you, Jack. I never, no clue. Like, you understand Sunglass Hut. People want to buy shades. They go somewhere. It's like, oh, let's get some fresh shades. But
Right.
jewelry.
I feel like I never see anyone in there. I passed it when we were going to our terminal to leave Nashville on Thursday, and I was like, "Who is it? Like, you just
Dude,
cheated
it's
on
gotta
your
be for,
wife
like-
and you just gotta get-"
The
Business
guilt
wise,
gift.
it's like there's no way they're in the green with those stores. Like, it's got to be like money laundering.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
a Burberry store.
Yeah.
Like, who's getting Burberry
Mm.
Yeah.
after a flight?
Great question, Jack. Great question.
Dude, what if we all just started wearing Burberry?
We
Just
should.
go heavy in on the Burberry plaid. Like, all of us just reinvent our wardrobe. Not even tell our wives, tell no one in our lives. Just be like, yeah, dude, I'm just heavy. I wear Burberry trench coats everywhere now.
Did you guys ever go through like a real rough patch in your clothing, your apparel choices?
Yes.
I went through an Ed Hardy phase.
Oh,
in
that's a
high
rough
school.
one. Yeah.
Yep.
Affliction, Ed Hardy, rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bedazzled t-shirts.
Did you also do a lot of
Rough. Those
Axe
are
body
some
spray
of
or
the
no?
greatest times of my life.
I was more of a bod guy. Do you remember
Nice.
bod?
Wait, what spot? That's
That's how the commercials like B-O-D
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
I remember
Check
bod.
out that
Yeah,
bod.
yeah.
And it'd be like the
Bod.
cartoon and then fucking guy.
I loved
It was
the Gillette ones that like the gel came out of and you put it on. It like feels smooth on
See,
me.
I didn't like that. That one made my
Yeah,
armpits
too
feel
cold.
uncomfortable.
Feel wet,
Yeah,
right?
you feel
For
wet.
some reason, I like
I'm
that.
pitting a little bit right now, but I'm even pitting more
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about those Gillettes. Yeah, the bod, dude. Bod was like the deep second to Axe body spray.
Sick.
Again,
Yeah.
Axe body spray, I feel like is some of the greatest times of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
dude.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Dude.
Because
Double
again, you
pitch
think
the
you're
chest,
spraying it
dude.
on, you're just gonna start getting laid.
Yeah.
It never happens.
That-
but
that's
I'll tell
the
you still
what-
feel
the
like
most
a beast.
the most
Yeah.
iconic scent I've ever put on my body was Jake from Hollister.
Ooh.
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's a good one.
Jake
yeah.
Foster.
That was the one I probably went through a bottle every 2 weeks.
Did any of you guys hit Curve? Like at Walmart? Like you just go in and be
No.
like, all right, I can't afford to get some cologne, but I'll just go ahead and spray it on for the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. You get the sample. I would do that at Abercrombie. I'd get Abercrombie Wood was what
Dude,
the scent was called. I would get
Abercrombie.
that.
Wood.
Abercrombie
Wood.
Fierce.
Abercrombie Fierce.
Fierce is sick.
God.
Dude, you could tell how horny your boy was based on how like far away you could smell him from Axe. Like Zach's fucking horny tonight,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
This guy.
You get done with practice
could
in middle
smell
school,
it.
you just don't shower, you just spray Axe.
Spray the
you
shit
know?
Oh, yeah.
out of yourselves. A whore's bath.
Yeah, the X, dude.
Yeah.
Double pits the chesty. You remember that commercial?
Dude.
That
I-
commercial went so hard to me.
Dude, I had a phase. I went to a boarding school for high school in Connecticut, and all my siblings went. So I'm the fifth one. So I was like pumped to go, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the East Coast. I'm an East Coast guy now. The East Coast is sick. So I was like, I gotta start dressing like an East Coast guy. So I would get like collared shirts, pastel, pop the collar. And people were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm an East Coast guy. Like, I'm about to go become an East Coaster. Like, I'm gonna go work on Wall Street. And I had like Sperry's and like khaki short, like that guy. Yeah, dude, I tried to look like that guy, and I got to Connecticut.
Dude, the ankle of the tan line is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the boat shoes. Then I got to Connecticut and it snowed once. I was like, this sucks. I went back to California style. But shout out Connecticut. I East Coast.
I had a Sperry phase as well in college. Those
Oh,
little
yeah,
boat
yeah,
shoes.
yeah,
Little
yeah.
boat shoes phase.
I don't like
I'm
shoes,
in-
no socks.
Yeah.
You don't like
I
shoes,
don't
no
like that.
socks?
I don't like that.
I don't mind
Uncomfortable
it.
for me.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, no show socks.
Oh yeah, no show socks. Smart.
See, no show socks to me, I feel like they always like peel under my heel, and then I'm rocking just like my toes and half my foot are covered.
You got to get the grip.
You feel your heel
So
kind of
much grip.
squishing around.
Yeah,
Pilates.
especially, and then you feel like just a
Pilates.
little pressure in the middle of your foot, and I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't have that. No.
Yeah, the no shows obviously are the best look, but
You knew you were trash too. Like when the boys would clown me, I'd have sweatpants on with the elastic band at the bottom, and I'd just get shit on.
really,
Yeah.
see, I kind of always liked the elastic band at the bottom.
Like the tapered look, like the tapered.
No, but it wasn't tapered. Like these are just old school cotton sweatpants with the little elastic thing at the
Oh.
bottom.
The wrestling
Like
sweatpants.
JC Penney's. Yeah, like wrestling sweatpants.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I don't mind it more now. It's just like when you're young and you're going through different phases, and
Yeah.
your boys just kind of shit on you for whatever's hot.
There's nothing more nerve wracking than trying something new in front of the boys.
Yeah.
Especially
Oh.
your boys you've been like friends with for a little bit. They know your personality, they know how you operate, and then you go to try something new on, and just walking in that room.
And you're not
I'm hoping to
confident
God.
either. Like I remember we had a Christmas and I wanted some Hollister gear. And I got this sick light blue Hollister shirt. And I wanted to wear it to the Christmas tournament where all the basketball games were being played. Because that's where you kind of go show off your new fits. And I was also a very like anxious person. Or not like nervous to where I'd be pitting all the time. And the light blue shirt just didn't. Like,
Killed you.
God, and it just makes it worse too because you're thinking about it.
Dude, what about that moment where you become a skinny jean guy? You guys
I
have that?
love skinny jeans. Still.
Dude, do you have that moment?
Look at this right here.
Was it tough to like show your boys like I'm a skinny jean dude?
So because of my size, like I always wanted to do the skinny jean thing. Like I remember like Christmas when I was like 12 or 13, like either it was 7th grade year or 8th grade year, and there was ES jeans, and they like kind of just came out. My brother got a bunch of pairs and they all fit him perfectly, and then I got like whatever waist size I was, tight, and I couldn't even fit them over my thighs, and just body bagged me. It crushed me. It crushed my soul.
Right.
And then I didn't start wearing tight jeans until like I could afford to tailor tight jeans.
Yeah.
And then I found True Classic. And then I found
Those are True Classic?
Nice.
True Classic, dude.
They do jeans?
They do jeans.
Yeah, bro, they're nice.
Oh,
True
wow.
Classic is nice.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that True Classic shirt?
True Classic shirt.
Yeah.
They have been a nice little sponsor, but dude, they're like stretchy too.
That's
Like,
nice.
like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Like,
perfect.
some good movement. Like you can get a lot of things done here.
Dude, shout out True Classic.
Yeah, True Classic rips.
One of my worst fashion mistakes was getting a pair of soaps. Do you remember those, dude? Those shoes that you could grind anything on?
Yeah.
It had like the thing in the middle, and I thought it was so sick. I'm like, I'm gonna grind everything at school. All I did was just get hurt, dude. Fucking would come home, sprained wrist, sprained that, and then you'd clink around in these things, dude. Dude, I'm begging my mom to take me to the skate shop so I could buy something called curb cream, and I'd have in my backpack curb cream, and I'd be like, oh, there's a good gutter, curb it up, dude, and just run up and just on soaps, dude. Amazing.
The soap. I went through a soap phase, but the craziest phase is Heelys.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Like,
Yes, bro.
Not you. Like it's super convenient when you're like kind of on a downhill and you're walking, and some guy just like slides past you. It's like,
Sick.
man, that's really well thought out. But like being on a flat surface, and, like walking to class and just having like you're kind of like walking on heels,
Yeah.
Sick.
and you're not even heeling around yet.
Yeah.
You're just using them for regular shoes. That's when you're like
Yes,
kind of in
yes.
hell.
Do you remember those shoes where it could like kind of measure your speed?
No.
Like they had some like a little electrical thing.
Oh,
on
like
the
LA
side.
Gears? LA Gears,
Yeah,
maybe?
to where it wouldn't like say what your speed is, but it'd like have like, 8 miles an hour, 10, 12, up to like 16. And I'd be trying to sprint as like a fifth grader and be like, yo, you want to try my shoes on, see how fast you can run?
That's
Yeah.
genius, dude.
Dude, that's a great shout out too, is having something that like gets the whole, like your whole class is like behind whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, hey, try Will's shoes on. I had a line.
They measure your speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
No clue if it's
kindergarten,
right.
shout out Miss Burline, I had a Lion King lunchbox that I would bring, and I like made a whole thing of it, and all the kids were like so fired up to see my lunchbox a couple of days, and that was massive for me.
Yeah.
It was massive for
Having
me.
a cool lunchbox.
Having a cool lunchbox is a great shout out. For shout out.
I did have a San Francisco 49ers lunchbox back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
The
It
kids
does
fucking
fire
lost
you
their
up.
mind
And
over it.
you're like going into school, like first day of school, like I'm about to show off my lunchbox, my new fit.
Sick.
Or like right after Christmas fits.
Yeah.
Like the day everyone gets back
Oh,
from Christmas
yeah.
break, everyone's got the new hoodies, the new
Yeah.
whatever they wanted.
So sick.
Everyone's kind of posturing on each other.
Yeah.
I remember Strider during your soap phase.
Yeah.
He ripped a six stair rail
Mhm.
in front of my sister. She would not stop talking about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. And I was like, I respect your sister, but I really wanted to get into her skinny jeans. I was like, I want her jeans. So I was
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah.
I'll give you my soaps if you let me wear your jeans.
Yeah. That's how that happened. That's how that went.
Yeah.
down.
Did you ever get those jeans?
Never got them, but I did raid my own sister's closet for her jeans. Tried them on, dude.
Nice, dude.
Yep.
That's
Got the
big.
legs for it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, guarantee. Yeah. Skinny jeans for me was never an issue, dude.
Never a
I have
problem.
no thought. I'm just calf all the way up, dude. The
Yeah.
same size.
That's good. That's good.
I was always nervous getting into tighter jeans. She'd wear them and then you just hear, oh, look at this queer.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
It's
Those guys never wore them, dude. Those
Never
guys should have
wore 'em.
tried wearing
Never
them, dude.
wore 'em.
Don't knock it till you try it.
It's a risky move, but if you pull it off, you pull it off well.
And
but-
sorry,
yeah.
go.
No, it's just when they're too fitted, where you can see like the thigh muscle and the calves. It's like
Right.
they like yours are perfectly fit.
Thank you.
It's like
It's true
if
classic.
if some guy, I think if they're too tight around the thighs, it doesn't work. You have to have that kind of taper look. I think.
I agree. I agree, and it's important for men to feel sexy as well too. Like a skinny jean. Like sometimes the guy that would say that is fighting something in himself. It's like, dude, just feel sexy, bro. It's okay, you know. Get some lavender soap, lather yourself up.
It's okay to be sexy.
Yeah, it's okay to be sexy, dude.
Being sexy is pretty
those
sick.
would never fit. Saquon Barkley, those would never fit.
No. Regular jeans for him are skinny jeans. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dude, you should get True Classic to make some skinny jeans for Saquon. See if he'll wear them.
That is a move right there, Ryan.
I think
if you're
Ryan
listening.
would do that. You know Ryan's listening.
Dude,
I mean, look at
That
that.
is a
Why are we
specimen.
zoomed in on just the lower half, though? Let's see the whole thing.
Saquon's the man, dude.
He really is.
Look at that. And I don't want to start beef on this pod, you know, but I feel like
More breaking news. Justin Fields going to the Jets. Go ahead.
whoa. I feel like Mahomes' skinny jean game, not it.
Ooh,
Will love that take.
why I love that take.
You anti-Chiefs guy.
Oh yeah.
But you're so pro skinny jean that it cancels out.
You don't like him. Okay.
I like Mahomes, but I feel like his skinny jean game needs some work. I think he needs True Classic.
He might need True Classic.
Yeah.
I love
I feel
Mahomes.
like I feel he's great, but I think I think he needs to hit up Tilly's or something and be like, you need to redo this shit.
Get some Dickies, dude. You know,
Get some Dickies.
When are
independent
Dickies
belt
going to come
buckle.
back?
Yeah.
When we start, let's do it, dude. We can
Yeah.
start the rev right
Dickies
now.
were a generation, man.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. You can walk into PacSun.
Oh,
They'd be
PacSun.
all just folded up real nice there. You'd be like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to hit a collab and hit Rocky movie lines to the public.
Oh
with you
yeah,
guys.
dude.
Dude,
Rocky
that would be
be good.
That'd be
great.
fun.
Yeah. Rocky be sick.
Rocky would be a fun one. I'm like,
If you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth.
Did you say so great for that?
Yeah, just say that hot dog on a stick. Like, I'm trying to get.
But you got to be willing to take the hits.
Yeah.
we should take you to like a gaming arcade, like a Howie's Game Shack or something, where you're gonna like play LAN part, like Battlefield 2 against like 10-year-olds, and then we're hitting you with Rocky quotes, toweling you up, and you're ready to learn.
Do you want it?
Dude, I hate to cut this. I mean, I feel like this has been a really long podcast. It's been a great podcast, but we got to hit those couple of things.
Yeah, we do got some FanDuel here coming up.
Yeah, FanDuel and Brett as well. Boys, honestly,
Incredible.
first time meeting you guys, unbelievable podcast.
Dude,
Thank you so
guys
much.
for having it. So much fun.
This is
has been
awesome.
real.
Yeah.
We got to link again. And since you're getting into the football world, like maybe there's a little something in football season we can
Dude,
get going.
I'm a
Maybe you guys
fan
come to a
of-
game with us. We'll go do something in the fall.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing, dude.
Rip over.
Yeah.
Don't the Titans play in? Do they play in LA this season?
They played in LA a couple years ago.
It was 2 years ago. They played.
They played the Chargers in LA. Yeah. But I think
Yeah, that'd be fun.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get you a college game.
Yeah.
Maybe like Michigan or
I would love to
Nebraska.
go to Michigan. Actually,
Yeah.
Lincoln's sick too. Both of your schools are
Dude, well, hey,
amazing to go to
but
either.
Michigan and Nebraska play this year, September 20th,
Wow.
in Nebraska.
Dude,
But I don't know if
The
you guys,
boys elite.
I don't know if they would be good for it. Like this has been, you just see how good the vibes are right now, and like the bus isn't always like this. It's gonna be a very like,
Hostile.
and you guys will be going against
it'll
each
be
other.
a very
Yeah,
turbulent time in our relationship, and I don't know if I don't want you guys to see us in that way.
But maybe
right.
it'll be hostile, but to bring it all back together later that night, we just
Yeah,
watch.
that's
We hit. We
true,
turn.
that's
We throw on the
true.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Throw on the Dark Knight. and
Pop
just cap
some
it off.
Zins, throw on
Yeah.
Dark Knight.
yeah, yes, a couple of Lucy's and
hey,
the Dark
SC
Knight.
plays Nebraska. Is
Where
that
at?
right,
Yeah, in Lincoln.
bro? We could come out for that. We'll
Michigan plays at USC this year.
You guys can come out for that. Well, we should do even one of those too. 'Cause the
Yeah.
rivalry week's going to be maybe intense. I don't know.
But you guys might enjoy it.
Yeah, dude, it'd be fun. Y'all should come out because it's a great time.
So down.
Super down.
You guys just go from the perspective of investigating the hostile environment that's going on with the rivalry of us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
tailgate vibes.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll maintain the
Yeah.
vibes. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll like
It's gonna be
keep-
very difficult because
Yeah,
it gets. I mean, this is what the 3rd annual Bussin' Bowl.
Yeah.
Dude, I got
too.
like a little portable like tanning booth thing. So I'll just if someone's feeling off, I'll just like get your taint real quick. It's sort of like in Blade, you know, when he needs in Blade Trinity, when Wesley Snipes needs like his serum so he can keep going. He's like, oh, and the guy just pops in his mouth and he becomes Blade again.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
what
what we
happens. Yeah,
We could start off the day. I mean, start the vibes off right by just grabbing an ankle in the morning.
exactly. Oh, dude. Yeah, grab an ankle in Nashville It's got to be an experience.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta wait till it is a good day. It's a little
Yeah.
chilly outside though,
Yeah.
isn't it? For a taint sunlight.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday, it's gonna be 80,
Oh no way.
79. though, this time.
All good. Round up.
Ooh.
Round
Thursday's ankle day, baby. That's hilarious.
up. Thursday's ankle.
All right, boys.
Appreciate
Thank you
you
very
guys,
much.
man.
Thank
Big
you.
hugs,
Thanks for
tiny
having us.
kisses.
Appreciate you guys.
Go subscribe to Going Deep.